West won the second one, and the East have won 4 in a row last year, 28-10. Clay, it's going to be a good day for football. These guys have been working hard all week, and, you know, even this season, football in North Louisiana has been very good, especially over Northeast Louisiana.
Yeah, it was a great year in Northeast Louisiana. Of course, you know, we do the scoreboard show each and every Friday night, so we follow all these teams, at least the Northeast Louisiana teams, throughout the season. And we came back with 3 state champions this year, obviously Oak Grove, Ruston, and Union. It was, of course, Ruston's first since 1990. Oak Grove's won 4 out of the last 5 state championships. Ryan Gregory's done a tremendous job over there with the Tigers. And Union, after 3 straight championship losses, they got the monkey off their back in a dramatic fashion. Jermarion Allen punching it in, touchdown with 11 seconds left, and then made the 2-point conversion. So we're coming back with 3 state champions. Haynesville, of course, kind of representing in the West today. They came up with a state runner-up, and Calvary had a dramatic comeback win themselves against St. Charles. So 4 state champions are being represented here today, Philip.
And we had a lot of other teams that are really close. It's a real good season. You know, Gina played a really good season among some other teams.
Yeah, Gina, the first time in their school history, they made the semifinals undefeated. They ended up losing a heartbreaker to Union, who obviously ended up winning the state championship. OCS is a team that really felt like they should have made it to the Dome and probably would have won a state championship, but they lost a heartbreaker in the semis to Southern Labs. Sterlington's another team that had a great season before losing to St. James in the semifinals. So a lot of the teams in this area really had great seasons. Obviously, like I said, 3 state champions, and you know, several more teams had great seasons. So a lot of talent. Having said all that, a lot of talent come out of North Louisiana. A lot of them are seniors, and a lot of those guys will be on the field today playing. There's obviously a few that can't play for different reasons, whether it's basketball or injuries or other commitments. I know James Harris, the linebacker from Oak Grove, is on a visit to Southeastern this week. So, but still, having said that, there's a lot of great players playing for the East squad, as there is for the West squad too. They've got a lot of talent on that team as well. Should be a great ball game here.
Well, you know, on the West over there, the Airline had a good year. You know, Evangel always has good football, so it's a lot of good football in North Louisiana. And you mentioned to me riding over, there's also a bowl down in South Louisiana as well for the East-West All-Stars down there.
Yeah. There's the I-10 Bowl. I'm not sure. I think it's being played today as well. It's kind of like the Lafayette area versus the Lake Charles area there. And, of course, you mentioned Shreveport. Obviously, Calvary Baptist won state championship. Haynesville was a runner-up. But a lot of other schools, you know, Airline had a great regular season. Captain Shreve, I think they were the 3 seed. And, of course, North DeSoto got beat in the semis. A lot of people thought they might get back to the Dome after losing the championship last year. But North DeSoto was another team that had a great year over in the Shreveport area. But they have a lot of talent in Shreveport. They like to throw the ball. Some great receivers on that squad, some great running backs. Should be a really interesting matchup, kind of a clash of styles with the run game from North Louisiana versus the air game of Shreveport. They had so many great quarterbacks over there this season. I think at one point, 6 of the top 10 passing quarterbacks in the state, stat-wise, are in the Shreveport area. Just amazing. And, of course, one of those, Hudson Herring from Northwood, will be quarterback in the West squad today. So,
well, tell us who our head coaches are going to be for tonight's game.
Yeah, Stephen Dennis is the head coach for Huntington. He's done a good job over there. He's the head coach of the West. And Andy Robinson, St. Frederick's, this is his second time to do that. Of course, the head coach of St. Frederick's. They had a good season. Lost a second-round heartbreaker to Central Catholic. He'll head coach the East. So a lot of great coaches on both staffs. I've got a chance to visit with Stephen Dennis quite a bit this week, and he's really happy about his team, really excited to be here, and looking forward to it. Like I said, a great game.
It was good, too, seeing the rosters. We have sprinkling of coaches from different schools and get to represent there, not only just the players, but the coaches being able to be in this ball game. We're going to take a quick break, listen to some of our sponsors. I want to thank all of them for making this game broadcast possible and the game possible. When we return, we'll take a look at some key players from around the area. You're watching the 2023 Louisiana Army National Guard Downs Law Firm, North Louisiana I-20 Bowl.
Yeah, I haven't seen it on YouTube. It's not on YouTube. I don't see it. On the, yeah, it's not. Okay.
Here in Sterlington, our town motto is Faith, Family, Friends. At First Baptist Church, we believe those 3 things are what's most important for all of us, from the youngest to the oldest. We want to help you and your family thrive in each area. Whether you're new to town or just looking to get better connected, we'd love for you to come join us on a Sunday morning at 10 a.m. For a full schedule or more information, check out fbcsterlington.com. FBC Sterlington, we're here for you. Here in Sterlington, our town motto is Faith, Family, Friends. At First Baptist Church, we believe those three things are what's most important for all of us, from the youngest to the oldest. We want to help you and your family thrive in each area. Whether you're new to town or just looking to get better connected, we'd love for you to come join us on a Sunday morning at 10 a.m. For a full schedule or more information, check out fbcsterlington.com. FBC Sterlington, we're here for you.
Welcome back to Hall Garrett Stadium, Ruston, Louisiana, getting ready for this North Louisiana All-Star game. I want to thank Louisiana National Guard and Downs Law Firm for sponsoring our game. Clay, we've got 36-man rosters from each team. Why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the team players we can expect from the – let's start with the West.
Yeah, start with the West. Of course, they got a pair of running backs here, and I don't know all these guys in detail, obviously cover Northeast Louisiana, but I do know some of the guys. Jacoby Jackson from Minden, he was a first-team All-District running back. I remember, obviously, the Crimson Tide didn't have a great season this year under Spencer Hurd, but Jacoby was a heck of a running back, 5'11", 170. Trevon Jackson from Airline did have a great year as well. He was the 158 district MVP. He's about 5'8", 175. A lot of guys back in the Monroe area will remember Tut McLaughlin. Xavier McLaughlin, who calls him Tut, played for North Webster, wide receiver, kind of a multi-purpose, all-everything type of a player. He plays receiver, plays some defensive back, runs the ball well. He's just a dynamic all-around player, first-team all-district selection. I think he had about 16 touchdowns on offense and 8 interceptions on defense. He's a guy to keep an eye on as well. Trey Smith from Benton, a big receiver, all-district selection. Chase Centel, Glenbrook. He had 23 touchdowns on the season for the Apaches, including 6 in one game. Of course, on defense, I'll give you a couple guys to keep an eye out for. Hutch Grace, Calvary linebacker. I think he's one of the captains today. Alonzo Jackson, a lot of people remember him from Haynesville, having such a great season for them. He had 16 tackles in the dome. Also was a great he was the all-district linebacker and the district MVP as a running back. So Alonzo Jackson's a guy. Be interested to
see if we see him play any running back today. Listed right now just as linebacker.
So, yeah. And, of course, also you mentioned Lake Bates, North DeSoto, is all-district MVP at defensive back, 148 tackles and 5 interceptions. So that's just a list of a handful of guys to keep an eye on there.
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier, this is an all-star game, so you got good players from all the teams. The West, I believe I looked, had 18 different schools represented. Huntington and Captain Shreve led the way with 4 each. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll we'll take a look at the east side and some of their players. You're watching, the 2023 Louisiana Army National Guard and Downs Law Firm, North Louisiana I-20 Bowl. You good?
At Century Next Bank, employees like Carlisle Roberson are busy working for you, not just at the bank, but also in the community, educating youth on the importance of farming.
Some of the things that kids are just not fortunate to be around, to see what goes on with a farm, it just really amazes me. And that's why I want to continue to inspire, educate, and teach young kids about the world of agriculture.
For more on Carlisle's story, visit bankwithlocals.com. Century Next Bank. What's next for you?
Dan and I started Cummins and Fitz in October of 2018. We were both practicing family law and identified a need in our community.
A divorce is often one of the most traumatic and stressful experiences of a person's life. As family law attorneys, we were dealing with divorce, custody, child support, spousal support, and community property petitions. We understand that these issues are complex and that our clients need personalized, focused attention. We hope that you'll trust us when choosing who to represent you, should you find yourself going through a divorce.
Paid endorsement, dramatization.
18-wheeler accidents often cause permanent and life-altering injuries. These serious injuries can feel impossible to deal with on your own. If you've been in an accident with an 18-wheeler, you need a team of experienced trial lawyers working for you and your rights. With a family of attorneys on staff with many years of combined litigation experience, the Downs Law Firm is the right team for you. The Downs Law Firm, our family, protecting yours.
Welcome back to Ruston High School. Louisiana Army National Guard and Downs Law East-West All-Star Game in North Louisiana. You got a nice little crowd filing in. Well, thank you for joining us. We just got through talking about the West All-Stars. Clay, again, 36-man roster for the East. Tell us a little bit about those guys that we can look for.
Well, I think you start at the top at running back. Most people in this area that follow high school football will recognize the names Jamarian Island and Zarek Jones. Obviously, Jamarian Island, as I mentioned in the earlier segment, he had the touchdown to win the game and the two-point conversion for Union. He ran for over almost 2,500 yards and 25 touchdowns this year. And then Zarek Jones, he was the catalyst for Gina, three-time district MVP, if that tells you something, Philip, right there. He ran for over 2,000 yards, 36 touchdowns. There's a reason the East only has two running backs, because there are two extremely good running backs. So that's a couple guys to keep your eye on there. Wide receivers, there's some good ones there. David Moore, a lot of people from Western will recognize David Moore. He was all-team first team all-district. He had 6 touchdowns receiving, almost 500 yards as well for the Rebels. And then on defense, you go down the list, there's so many good ones. Jalen Boley from Mangum, he had 17 tackles for loss, all-district player, 6'1", 260, just a beast up front. At the linebacker position, Jackson King is a guy, first team all-district, had over 100 tackles. Noah Lovelady, career leader at OCS tackles, over 500 tackles, 144 this past season. He was a district MVP on defense. And, of course, Tate Hamby, you can't talk about this roster, Philip, without mentioning Tate Hamby. Versatile player. He's a Vanderbilt commit. He was all-district MVP. He made all-district in offense and defense. Great player and return specialist. I think he had 5 return touchdowns on the season for the Eagles.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to go more in depth on these two rosters. We've got a special. We've got Krista Mergen and Aaron Dietrich have interviewed some guys. We'll take a look at that in just a few minutes. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching the 2023 Louisiana Army National Guard and Downs Law Louisiana I-20 Bowl.
Paid endorsement, dramatization.
18-wheeler accidents often cause permanent and life-altering injuries. These serious injuries can feel impossible to deal with on your own. If you've been in an accident with an 18-wheeler, you need a team of experienced trial lawyers working for you and your rights. With a family of attorneys on staff with many years of combined litigation experience, the Downs Law Firm is the right team for you. The Downs Law Firm, our family, protecting yours.
Paid endorsement, dramatization.
18-wheeler accidents often cause permanent and life-altering injuries. These serious injuries can feel impossible to deal with on your own. If you've been in an accident with an 18-wheeler, you need a team of experienced trial lawyers working for you and your rights. With a family of attorneys on staff with many years of combined litigation experience, the Downs Law Firm is the right team for you. The Downs Law Firm, our family, protecting yours.
Yeah, I got it backwards. It's supposed to be the West first and then his.
Welcome back to the 2023 Louisiana Army National Guard Downs Law North Louisiana I-20 Bowl. Clay, was a good week this week. Krista Mergen and Aaron Dietrich were able to talk to some of the guys. And so you want to go ahead and listen to what they were able to find out?
Absolutely.
All right. Chad, go ahead and play that.
Hey, and thanks, guys, and greetings from Leonard St. Barnes Stadium on the campus of Booker T. Washington High School in Shreveport. The West All-Stars getting practice underway. Hey, the West looking to snap a little skid, which involved them losing 4 of the last 5 contests. We caught up with a few of the boys from the West who are ready to show the East who really runs I-20.
I feel like we will. I feel like this is going to be the year that changed everything.
Why is that?
I feel like because this year we got a lot of top players from all over the city, and most of us had deep playoff runs and had good seasons. I feel like we got the best of the best right now.
Well, I mean, it's what I've come here to do is just compete, and all I want to ever do is win. So I'm going to come out here and we're going to win this game, and we're going to go home and I'm going to go enjoy baseball for the last time.
We went undefeated at Calvary this year, and all we hear about is Ruston, and Ruston went 13-1, I think, 14-1. They won a state championship, but we went undefeated. So I don't want to lose. I haven't lost all year. Don't want to lose this game.
It's not good for us, but we're going to go show them that we're going to be better than them this week.
Yes, sir. It is kind of aggravating, but I feel like the guys we have, we can come out hot and we can stay hot throughout the game and come out on top.
This year's going to be a change. We got bigger linemen, we got more physical people, faster, taller, This year is very different from the previous years.
And these gang of all-stars from Northwest Louisiana are ready to show Northeast Louisiana that they run I-20. Hey, speaking of the East All-Stars, we send things over to our pal Aaron Dietrich.
A who's who of Northeast Louisiana football. The top players all on one field this week, getting ready to deliver another dominating victory over the West squad.
It was a dream come true. Watching Landon do it last year, I was like, I want to do that and then get the invitation. So it's really just a blessing. I just thank everybody for inviting me.
It's cool, You usually play against these guys, and now you get to be on their team. And you realize, how good of people they actually are, on the football field.
Yeah, talking it up, especially when we talk about the game or what happened. But we all know at the end of the day, we're all brothers and we play the same sport that we love. So
you would think with this being an all-star game, it may be difficult to build team chemistry. But the players say that has not been the case.
Your favorite run? Counter? It's definitely strange, just looking on the field and you have the same color jersey as those kind of guys that, you really don't like any other day of the year. But it's been fun getting to know them, and they turned out to be pretty cool guys. It's been all East. It's about us. We're trying to beat the West team, trying to beat Shreveport, and represent this side of the state.
Yeah, it was strange at first. The first day, everybody was really with people from their schools, and but now I got to know a couple of them guys. Everybody's actually cool. Outside of all that, playing each other. Now that we're playing together, we're just like a regular team now, going against those West guys, and I know we're gonna pull it off. We gotta go out there. We gotta show those guys who runs this, who runs this side of the state, a real competitive, fun game. But we're gonna have to show them what we do.
It was different, but now we're bonding. Never thought I'd be friends with some West Monroe people, but yeah, here we are.
Behind a massive defensive line backed up by an ultra-talented linebacking core, the East firmly believes the championship's heading back home with them. Covering the East All-Stars, I'm Aaron Dietrich.
Well, it was a great week, and kids have got a lot of good time practicing, and you were around the guys a lot, especially from the East. Tell us some of the things the guys were able to do this week.
Yeah, it was a great week, Philip. The Stephen Fitzhugh, when he started this, game, or got involved with this game as the East director back 7 years ago, really visioned to do more than just a game. He kind of wanted to make it a bowl experience for the kids. So we did a lot of activities, for example, Tuesday we went to First West Church, and we fed the kids some food. We got some donations from Daily Press. We fed the kids. They did some arts and crafts with a lady named Kim Stinson, and then they went to the Southern Escape. So half the kids did arts and crafts, the other cats did Southern Escape, and it was just a kind of a team-building experience. It's the first day they get together and get to know each other, and it was just a good way to kind of break the ice and let them hang out and get to know each other better. And Wednesday, they went to the award veterans. Well, first of all, the National Guard came out and spoke to the kids, kind of told them what all they do and what some opportunities they may have that way. And then, of course, after that, we went to the War Veterans Home, and we donated socks to all the residents there, got to visit with them, talk to them, ask a lot of questions. A couple of them we played dominoes with, and it was a great experience. And at the end of that, Marcus Yanez, the defensive coordinator for Mangum, who's the linebacker coach here, played some piano with some Christmas tunes, and the kids sang for the residents, and it was a great event. So that was really the highlight of it. during the day's activities. And, of course, yesterday we went to Surge, and the kids got to bowl. I think Taylor Quinn from Neville was the winner. He bowled a 131. But the kids got to bowl a little bit and just had a good time. They all got gift cards and were able to play games and just a great week. And we could do some stuff in the community and have some fun at the same time while preparing for the game as well.
Well, you know, some of these guys will get an opportunity to play college football. Some of them will not. So it's a big week, and not only just playing football, game they love, but also getting to meet some of the people that they compete against and have competed against throughout their career. So what a tremendous honor. We're going to take a 3-minute break. And we come back, and we're going to be very close to kickoff. The teams are on the field, start to be introduced here shortly. We'll give you those guys in just a few minutes. You're watching the Louisiana National Guard and Downs Law Firm North Louisiana East-West All-Star Game.
At Nukes, we believe in giving you extra. Extra flavor to satisfy your cravings. Extra choices so you can personalize your meal. Extra quality by offering premium protein such as all-natural chicken, shrimp, steak, and Atlantic salmon. Extra service that will make you feel right at home. We love sharing our family recipes with our guests, and that's why at Nukes, we give you extra with every bite.
Happy holidays from Rocket Fast Car Wash. Ho, ho, ho. Rocket Fast, it's a blast and your vehicle is clean. It's time for our giant gift card sale. Our gift cards make great gifts for everyone. So don't miss out on this annual event starting Black Friday through December 31st. You can buy one gift card for everyone on your list at 25% off. Ho, ho, ho. Purchase at any of our 11 locations or online at RocketFastCarWash.com. Rocket Fast, the fast and easy way to wash your car or sleigh. Soon with 12 locations to better serve you. Ho, 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 ho.
Hi, I'm Drew Breeze, co-owner of Surge Entertainment Centers. Being a father of 4 children, I'm constantly looking for ways to provide great family experiences, such as sports simulators and bowling, including a full-service bar and restaurant with comfortable lounge and event spaces. We are consistently on the cutting edge with our equipment, technology, and park designs. If you haven't been to one of our Surge parks yet, come by and see us and experience it for yourself. You won't want to leave, because here at Surge, it's all about friends, family, and fun.
Treat the men on your Christmas list with a gift from Simmons Sporting Goods. Enjoy incredible performance in the banded Fanatec softshell hoodie, now $129.99. Keep warm and comfortable with a Drake windproof softshell jacket, only $119.99. You'll be super happy with the Taka L2 quarter zip hooded mid-layer pullover, just $129.99. We're open 8:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sunday. Get 12 months same as cash or shop SimmonsSportingGoods.com.
We are your neighbors.
We are your sons and daughters.
We're learning valuable life and job skills.
We are getting an education and earning degrees and certifications.
We are proud to serve.
We are Louisiana.
We are your Louisiana Army National Guard.
Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/LA.
What's going on? This is your boy Lil White, straight from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm about to drop some knowledge on y'all that is going to change your life forever. Follow me. Look, life's a wild ride, and sometimes it leaves you with some bumps and bruises, but back pain, neck pain, or if you've ever been in a car wreck, trust me, I know the struggle. But guess what? We have a remedy for that. It's not one of my new tracks. Dr. Traxler, the chiropractic wizard, is going to get you back on track that you need to be on.
Don't forget, if you've been in a car wreck, come down and see me, and I'll get you lined out.
Welcome back to Ruston, Louisiana. Hall Garrett Stadium here on the campus of Ruston High School. You're watching the 2023 National Guard, Downs Law Firm, East-West All-Star Game. The players are on the field being introduced to the fans here. Got a good crowd. The Huntington band's also here. It's nice to see. It always makes it a better environment when the band's in attendance.
As Union will attest to, Philip.
Yes, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about the rules, and we talked about different rules for this game, a little bit different, made really because these guys have only been together about a week, and again, a lot of the activities, so not real intense practices, and then plus only 36-man rosters, how do they go against each other? So tell us about some of the rule changes.
Yeah, they made a few rule modifications just to prevent injuries or limit injuries. There's no rushing on point after kicks or punts. So punts will be live after the snap, but punt returners team cannot cross the line of scrimmage. So they have to wait until the ball's punted. No blitzes or 5-man fronts on defense. So they don't want anybody, a team's offensive line doesn't have time to prepare for a blitzing linebacker or a blitzing safety. So they just eliminate blitzes, and you have to do either a 3 or 4-man front rather than a 5-man front. There's no 2 tight end or 3 running back sets on offense. It's the same kind of concept there. They don't want a team to load up on the offensive line or have extra fullbacks and tight ends and somebody get hurt that way. So that's the 3 big rules right there as far as eliminating or like I said, preventing the chance of injuries tonight or today.
It's a beautiful day, 58 degrees. I don't hardly see a cloud in the sky. Also, we got the referees. Tell us something about the referees and who those guys are, Clay.
Yeah, let me get those out for you here. We got we got the referee is Clay Stevens. Umpires Rory Williams. Head linesman Mason Huntsman. Line judge is Alan Tatum. Chris White's the field judge. Steve Jesselink was the side judge. He's ill, so Paul Hunter is on short notice agreed to come in and officiate the game at side judge. Back judge Ryan Williams. Ken Generoso is running the game clock, and Joseph Loring is running the play clock for us today.
The captains for the West is going to be Hutch Grace, linebacker from Calvary, B.T. McMillan, a linebacker from North DeSoto, and Bob Patterson, tight end Airline. We don't have the starting lineup for the West. The East, the captains will be Jamar Allen from Union, Matthew Hickson from West Monroe, Nate Johnson from Ruston High School, and Noah Lovelady from OCS. We do have the starting offense given to us for the East. The quarterback will be Ty Feaster. Running backs will be at fullback Zarek Jones. Zarek Jones has had a heck of a career. You talked about him a few minutes ago. 3-time district MVP this past year, 36 touchdowns. And then the tailback will be Jamarian Allen, and he had 25 touchdowns. So in the backfield, Clay, we got 61 rushing touchdowns. So it's going to be a lot of rushing touchdowns tonight, I believe.
Hey, you learned your math when you were a student here at Ruston. I'm impressed. So we do have the start lineups for the West.
Okay, good. Go give them to us.
Okay, Hudson Herring's the quarterback. Like I mentioned, he comes in from Northwood. Trey Jackson is the starting tailback. They're going with 3 wide receivers, which doesn't surprise me. The West like to throw. Tut McLaughlin from Northwestern, Chase Centel from Glenbrook, and Dentonion, Arkansas, the receiver out of Southwood. Michael Casey is your tight end from Huntington. And then your offensive lineman across the board, Quantavious Bradford, Javion Marshall, Travis Flowers, Gage Caskey, and Zachary Singleton are your offensive linemen there. And on defense, the defensive front for the West, you got Braden Woods, Natchitoches Central. You got Trey Houston from Calvary, Brian Rodriguez, Huntington, and B.J. Patterson from Parkway. They're running a 4-3 defense. Or actually, they're kind of running a 4-2-1 defense, I guess. B.T. McMillan, linebacker at North DeSoto, Jamal Jordan, Evangel linebacker, and Sincere Walker from Airline is the third backer. And then in the secondary, Hutch Grace, the strong safety out of Calvary. Lake Bates is the other safety. He's out of North DeSoto. And then your 2 cornerbacks are Ashton Jackson from Parkway and Landon Sylvia from Calvary Baptist. So that's your starting lineups for the West.
All right, back to the East. They mentioned Ty Feaster, actually from Ash. Again, they don't have anything really for the middle of the state, so Ty was able to come up and play. I also noticed an Natchitoches Central player up playing for the West. That's good that they've included those guys as well.
Yeah, and of course, Ash is in the same district, that 258 district with West Monroe, Ouachita, of course, Ruston, your defending state champions. So, Ty Feaster got a chance. And he played for Glenbrook last year, so he was in the North last year as well. So he's coming up playing quarterback. Jamarcus Hawkins from Bastrop wasn't able to, or Jamarius Hawkins from Bastrop wasn't able to play this week, so they reached out to Ty Feaster. He was happy to come up here and make the 2-hour drive a couple times this week. I think he stayed in the Monroe area some as well, but Ty Feaster is going to be your starting quarterback for the East out of Ash.
At the tackle, I have 2 tackles. One will be Will Wacker and Kylan Bradley. The guards will be Gavin Waters and Matthew Hickson. The center today will be Taylor Quinn, Tight end will be Mark Alvalzo. And the receivers, starters, will be Bradley Hanlon and Nate Roberts. Again, we'll see. I'm sure all the players will get plenty of playing time. And we're going to take us another 3-minute break. You're watching the Louisiana High School All-Star Game, sponsored by Louisiana National Guard and Downs Law Firm.
Here in Sterlington, our town motto is Faith, Family, Friends. At First Baptist Church, we believe those three things are what's most important for all of us, from the youngest to the oldest. We want to help you and your family thrive in each area. Whether you're new to town or just looking to get better connected, we'd love for you to come join us on a Sunday morning at 10 a.m. For a full schedule or more information, check out fbcsterlington.com. FBC Sterlington, we're here for you.
Paid endorsement, dramatization.
18-wheeler accidents often cause permanent and life-altering injuries. These serious injuries can feel impossible to deal with on your own. If you've been in an accident with an 18-wheeler, you need a team of experienced trial lawyers working for you and your rights. With a family of attorneys on staff with many years of combined litigation experience, the Downs Law Firm is the right team for you. The Downs Law Firm, our family, protecting yours.
No, yeah, no, look, I got people waiting on me. Yeah, hang on, I gotta go.
You know, cell phones can be a bit distracting, right?
Did you walk here again?
All right, just don't let it happen again.
What are you doing here?
All right, crew, we need to get our numbers up and sell some mattresses.
Sorry, I'm late, everybody.
Dude, what are you doing here?
The kid called me. He said it was important.
Christmas will be here soon. We need to get it planned.
American Mattress Salad, where you can be shocked by a great night's sleep.
At Century Next Bank, employees like Carlisle Roberson are busy working for you, not just at the bank, but also in the community, educating youth on the importance of farming.
Some of the things that kids are just not fortunate to be around, to see what goes on with a farm, it just really amazes me. And that's why I want to continue to inspire, educate, and teach young kids about the world of agriculture.
For more on Carlisle's story, visit bankwithlocals.com. Century Next Bank. What's next for you?
Dan and I started Cummins & Fitz in October of 2018. We were both practicing family law and identified a need in our community.
A divorce is often one of the most traumatic and stressful experiences of a person's life. As family law attorneys, we are dealing with divorce, custody, child support, spousal support, and community property petitions. We understand that these issues are complex and that our clients need personalized, focused attention. We hope that you'll trust us when choosing who to represent you, should you find yourself going through a divorce.
Welcome back to Ruston High School. Downs Law, Louisiana National Guard All-Star Game. Real quick and go over all the players. The offensive line for the East, Waters from Ouachita, Taylor from Starlington, Quinn from Neville, Day from St. Frederick's, Bradley from Ruston, Hickson from West Monroe, Wacker from Starlington. Tight ends, Alvizo from Oak Grove, Bradford from Ouachita. Receivers, Hanlon from Neville, Malone from Ruston, Roberts from Carroll, and Moore from West Monroe. The running backs, again, Island is from Union and Jones from Gina. The quarterback, Caldwell. Parish quarterback, John Paul Shaw. And Feaster is from Alexandria Senior High School. In the West, the offensive line, Flowers from Benton, Johnson from Booker T, Singleton from Huntington, Gasky from North DeSoto, Marshall from Captain Shreve, Speech from Haynesville, and Bradford from Huntington. Tight end, Casey from Huntington, Patterson from Airline. The receivers, we have McLaughlin from North Webster, Arkansas from Southwood, Smith from Benton, Wiggins from Captain Shreve, Centel from Glenbrook. The quarterback, Heron, is from Northwood. The running back, Manning from Benton, and Jackson from Menden. We're going to take our last break, 3-minute break. We come back, we'll have the opening kickoff. You're watching the I-20 Bowl, sponsored by Downs Law Firm and National Guard.
Paid endorsement, dramatization.
Hi, I'm Ross Downs.
I've been representing injured clients in Monroe, Bastrop, and throughout Northeast Louisiana for over 29 years. If you've been injured in a car accident, you need an experienced local attorney working for the maximum compensation you deserve. Call us now at either our Monroe or Bastrop offices so we can start fighting for you. The Downs Law Firm, your hometown, home team lawyers.
Hey, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm looking for some kitchenware.
And linens.
Yeah.
It's gonna be this way.
Linens, thank you.
Hi, do you have any new and name brand items? Yes, they're gonna be this way. Great, thanks. Hello.
Good morning. Do you have any men's clothing or sports jackets?
Yes, we do. It's right over there.
Great.
Hello.
Hey, do you have any books or electronics?
Yes, they're that way.
All right, sick.
First West Thrift Store. We have something for everyone.
If you haven't been to the home improvement outlet lately, you're missing out. Come check out our new custom showroom with appliances from Thor, Cafe, GE, Frigidaire, and more. Plus, we have a large selection of iron doors in stock to add value, security, and beauty to your home. And we offer financing, like 12 months, same as cash.
Now cue that jingle.
The home improvement outlet, you're building for less.
Community banking is not just what we do, it's ingrained in who we are. At Marion State Bank, we care about our community. Our goal is to provide a banking experience you can trust. We are local, and we live where you live. So when you need a home loan, business loan, or other lending services, call one of our local lenders. Please stop by one of our convenient locations in Marion, Farmerville, Sterlington, Drew, or MSB Mortgage in Monroe.
Treat the men on your Christmas list with a gift from Simmons Sporting Goods. Enjoy incredible performance in the banded Fanatec softshell hoodie, now $129.99. Keep warm and comfortable with a Drake windproof softshell jacket, only $119.99. He'll be super happy with the Taka L2 quarter zip hooded mid-layer pullover, just $129.99. We're open 8:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sunday. Get 12 months same as cash or shop SimmonsSportingGoods.com.
Man, he didn't have to yell at me like that.
Oh, it's all right, fellas. We just gotta do better.
It's just a form. Why can't he fill it out?
He usually does. I think you just scared him.
It's okay. Bring it down a notch. Cut him some slack.
Yeah, cut yourself some slack too. Enjoy the school year. Take your time. Learn as much as you can.
You're right. How do you deal with the stress?
Ice cream.
I could use a ride.
We got you.
American Mattress Outlet, where you can take your time to get a great night's sleep.
Welcome back to Ruston, Louisiana. It's time for the 2023 I-20 Bowl between the All-Stars in the West and All-Stars in the East. This game is sponsored by the Louisiana National Guard and Downs Law Firm. Let's look at the defensive players and where they're from. Brandon Baker's from Neville. This is the East. Brandon Baker's from Neville. Hayden Stewart from West Monroe. Jalen Boley from Mangum. Jaden Rush from Ouachita. Doyle from Ouachita. Lovelady from OCS. Green from Gina. Johnson from Neville. And Moore from Sterlington. Linebackers, I mentioned Doyle and Lovelady earlier. Also King from Sterlington. Mangum has got also another player, Robert Nate Jr. And then Jacoby Wilson from Ouachita. The defensive backfield, Crow from Ruston. Johnson from Ruston. Hanley from Neville. Hamby, OCS. Jones from Ruston. Elam from Wassman. And Cody Newton from Neville. For the West, defensive line, Houston from Calvary. Woods from Nakata Central. Rodriguez from Huntington. Walker from Airline. Patterson from Parkway. Captain Shreve has got Gregory Webb. Linebackers, Cedric Jones from Woodlawn. Hunter Grace from Calvary. Booker T. Washington has Andrew Houston. Jordan from Evangel. Lee from Captain Shreve. McMillan from North DeSoto. Jackson from Haynesville. And the defensive backfield, Crawford from Northwood. Jackson from Parkway. Bates from North DeSoto. And Sylvia from Calvary. Also, the West has selected to have a kicker, and that's Murray from Bird. The West won the toss and is elected to receive, and so Feaster will do the kickoff. We're ready for some football. All the festivities over. Great week. Now it's time to get down to action, Clay.
Yeah, perfect football weather. It's about high 50s. No real breeze going on tonight. Got a good crowd here, and we've been building this thing up all week and we're ready to get it going. So Feaster's back to kick off, and we should be underway just in a couple seconds.
McLaughlin's back, as well as Manning. Ball's going to come to McLaughlin. He gets it at the 2. Looking for some running room. Tries to get the far side. He's not going to get there. He bounces back. Good coverage by the kick team.
Almost got a safety there, Phillip. Yeah, he was on the 3. He didn't get very far.
He thought he was going to try to get around to that left side, but couldn't quite do it. Great coverage downfield. This is not the starting position you wanted if you were the West team.
A whole swarm of defenders there. I saw Jacoby Wilson come out of the pile along with a couple other guys, but great kickoff coverage there. Yeah, the West is starting on, I guess, their own 4-yard line, it looks like.
Again, Hudson Herron from Northwood will come out, bring his team on the field. Looks like Travion Jackson. Here's our running back. And again, the shotgun. What we expected, the handoff to Jackson up the middle. He's got a nice gain on first down.
Yeah, he did a little cut back there. Looks like he gained about 8 yards or so. They were, like you said, in the spread offense, and good game right there off the bat for the West.
Nate Johnson from Ruston coming in. His safety position and finish him off. The toss goes to McLaughlin. That's actually going to be a pass. He cuts it upfield.
Oh, boy.
He got some speed.
It's about a 20-yard gain, it looks like there. Yeah, that little push pass right above him, and McLaughlin's got speed and quickness, and he made a nice little run there.
Bring the ball all the way out the 29-yard line. The West is moving. Hands the ball off this time to Jackson up the middle. He's trying to find some running room. He's finally tackled by Cam Johnson from Neville, but not after a huge gain of 6.
Man, they're running the ball well so far. The West, rather, is. So off to a good start here.
Yeah, and they started at the 4-yard line. And nothing but positive plays. That's Herron back to pass over the middle. Great defensive play on the outside to knock that away. That was Samaje Jones, and trying to get the ball out there to Arkansas.
Yeah, great job there on the coverage. It looked like he had it, but Samaje's arm kind of swung the arm in there and knocked the ball down.
He had 3 pass breakups on the season, with his 4 interceptions. So he plays a very good cornerback position. He played here at Ruston High School. Handoff to Jackson. Looking for some running room. Got enough for a first down. Got to be impressed with the West offense right now.
Man, they're looking good. Everything they're doing, they're kind of mixing it up, too. Throwing a pass, that little push pass, and 3 or 4 different handoffs, and they're moving the ball every play except for that one incompletion.
Yeah, they started the ball at the 4-yard line, I believe, is where they started. And rolling out is Herron. He fumbles the ball, goes back to the left, and he's just trying to throw that away. There's no receiver over there. The receiver kept going. They're going to call it incomplete.
It looks like he was looking for Chase Sintel, but Marlon Elam was all over him, so he turned the other way to look and ended up just throwing it away. So good job, Marlon Elam, the Wassman Wildcat there on the coverage.
We go 2nd and 10. Ball's at the 47-yard line of the West. A pass this time comes McLaughlin. This near side, he cuts back towards the middle. And good defensive play by Jackson King from Starlington.
Yeah, if you're listening to this game, I mean, McLaughlin's like a little version. Not that he's as good as Cavante Turpin, but that kind of player. Small, very quick, good speed, good burst, and they're using him effectively thus far.
3 receivers to the right side of the formation. Herron back to pass, looking to the right, and looking downfield at Sintel. He caught the ball.
Yeah, what a catch.
What a catch. Sintel has had a great year. He's got 23 touchdowns this year. He scored 6 in one game.
Yeah, he had that great game. He scored 6 touchdowns and 23 for the season. And, man, that was about a 30-yard
34-yard pass completion. And great job by Sintel to come down with that.
Yeah, that was really him. If the ball was up, it was pretty much a up in the air for grabs ball, and he came down with it over Elam. So good job with Centel on the catch.
Yeah, Elam was right there. It was good coverage.
He was right there, but Centel was able to pull it down.
Inside the red zone, 1st and 10. Man comes in motion, going to hand the ball off to new running back. This is Greg Manning from Benton, and that pile's moving.
They can't get him down.
They're finally going to blow it down. Ball's now at the 14-yard line. You know, one thing about the rules, it does favor the offense, not being able to blitz, not being able to, do some things.
That's right.
So it gives the quarterback time to feel comfortable back there throwing the football.
Yeah, it's a 2-yard gain. It looked like a gain to 6, but they blew the whistle in that little pile there.
Manning, running back, gets it. He's right on left, and he's going to be inside the 10 down to the 8.
Man, they're having their offensive line, West is doing a great job getting some holes open. And the guys are definitely, whether it's Manny or McLaughlin or Jackson, all those guys have moved the ball effectively thus far. Big play here, Phillip.
It is 3rd down, along 2. Trayvon Jackson has come back in the backfield, more of a power back. He's the MVP from Airline, district MVP, 1-5A. He gets the handoff up the middle, and he's going to have enough for a 1st down, I believe. He gets down to about the 5-4. They're still pushing him. They're finally going to blow it down at the 4. Jackson, 5'8", 175 from Airline. Ball's down to the 4.
Yeah. Good power run there.
He's going to get it again up the middle, trying to dance around, and he does not get in. The referee is marking it on the far side, and they're marking it down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, they were celebrating. West thought they had a touchdown. They're very close, but
they're inside the 1, it looks like.
1 foot line, it looks like.
And go hand it right back to him to the same play again, and this time he does get in.
Wow.
So that's a 1-yard touchdown run by Trayvon Jackson from Airline High School.
96-yard drive. I don't know, was that about 10 or 12 plays, but 96-yard drive for the score. And they're bringing on
13 plays.
13 plays, wow. And they're bringing on, of course, their Miami commit kicker, Abram Murray, for the extra point. Murray was 38-39 during the season on extra points, Phillip. So I'd say the odds of him making this are pretty strong.
Abram is from Bird. And again, no rush, so no pressure. It's up, and it is good.
No catbox crazies in the end zone to catch that ball like you normally see on Friday nights. But, man, great drive by the West. Like you said, 13-play, 96-yard drive. And they threw the ball a little bit. They ran the ball, did a little everything there.
We're going to take a 30-second break. We come back. We'll see what the East can do with the football. You're listening to the National Guard, Downs Law, I-20 Bowl.
We are your neighbors.
We are your sons and daughters.
We're learning valuable life and job skills.
We are getting an education and earning degrees and certifications.
We are proud to serve.
We are Louisiana.
We are your Louisiana Army National Guard.
Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/LA.
Welcome back to the I-20 Bowl. The West went 13 plays, 96 yards, 4 minutes and 40 seconds off the clock. 1-yard touchdown run by Trayvon Jackson. And this is the National Guard, Downs Law All-Star Game. North Louisiana, East versus West. We'll see what the East can do. We got Tate Hamby back, as well as Zarek Jones from Gina. And the ball is going to be kicked back into the end zone. Tate Hamby brings it out. Nope, they're going to say high school rules, gets the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. That's quite a weapon that Bird had this past year. Nice. And now you know why colleges are looking at this young man. Like you said, has plans to go to Miami.
Yeah, I hate that rule in high school. You can't return out of the end zone. It just gives team with a good kicker a huge advantage, and this is obviously a case of that. I would suspect there wasn't too many ball games that Bird played where the opponent team was able to run it out of the end zone. So I don't know if it's a safety issue or what, but nonetheless, the East will take over on the 20.
All right, so the West went right down the field. Let's see what the East can do. Jamarian Island gets the start. They're coming out in a spread 2 with a shotgun. That's Ty Feaster is the quarterback, and we've got a false start. Looked like, honestly, looked like pretty much everybody moved but the center, snapping the ball. And it's to be expected. These guys don't get a lot of practice time. That's what made what the West did so impressive. They just moved right down the field on those 13 plays. A good sustained drive. I only remember like one incomplete pass. It was not very many negative plays. And a reverse. Going to be a reverse pass. Feaster catches it at the 20, and he is hit. Let's see if they call it a fumble. I think they are. That was Bradley Hanlon. Incomplete pass. Reverse pass. Bradley Hanlon from Neville High School through the pass there to Feaster trying to get down the field. Feaster now will come out of the game. And let's see who's in there now.
Yep. He's just getting the play call.
Oh, getting the play call. Okay. All right. You never know. All these trick plays already, what they may try right there. Be 2nd down and 15 after the false start. Now in the I formation, got both of the running backs, Zarek Jones and Jamarian Island, in the ball game. Hands the ball off. That's going to be Island, and he's not going very far. May have gained 1. That defensive line for the West is really solid.
Yeah, they've got some studs up there, obviously led by Trey Houston, the defensive end out of Calvary Baptist, and B.J. Patterson, the captain out of Parkway. He's a big guy, about 300 pounds, but they're manning the front, along with Brian Rodriguez and Braden Woods from Natchitoches Central.
Yeah, Patterson very impressive. 49 tackles from the defensive line position, 29 solo, 11 tackles for loss, and 4 sacks. That's a pretty good year. 3rd and 14. Feaster in the shotgun. He rolls to his left, looking downfield. Everybody's covered up pretty good, and he is going to break away from a rusher, looking downfield still, and he fumbled the football, picks it up, and he gets his own fumble. Well, the West has come out. They're fired up, ready to play in this ball game.
Man, there's shades of Johnny Manziel there. He was scrambling all over the place, tucking it. They hit him. He bounced around and kept trying to make something happen. Ultimately, he knocked the ball loose, but he was able to fall on it. But not a good offensive series whatsoever for the East, Phillip.
Well, the West did a really good job that time, too, of just the of coverage down in the field. Now, he didn't have anybody to throw to. McLaughlin is back for the West, and I believe that is going to be John Paul Shaw, the quarterback from Caldwell, will do the punting on this play. Again, no rushing, and so the punt's off. The ball is going to land at the 45, and just going down it at the 50. So we're going to keep it right here. Got to be impressed so far with the West. The West walks right down the field and then gives the East fits on defense.
Yeah, this game was all the West. After the opening kickoff where the East stuffed the guy on McLaughlin on the 4, just about every play is going in favor of the West right now. Nice, what do you say, a 13-play touchdown drive with maybe only 1 incompletion. Took about 5 minutes off the clock, and then they stuffed the East and prevented them for a 3 and out. So,
well, that was the most impressive thing to me was they didn't have many, negative plays or, it was just 3, 4, 5, 15. I mean, it was just right down the field. First down at the 50. Hearing back to pass, incomplete. Intended for McLaughlin. You got the East team over here on the sideline huddled up with the coaches trying to get together offensively. See the offensive coaching staff. 4 coaches down there.
Yeah, Bobby Breen's trying to come up with something to get the offense going. Meanwhile, the defense has got to do their best. You got to hold the West. Next thing, if not, it's going to be a 14-0 ball game. We're still 4:48 left in the first quarter, so this is a crucial series for the West.
Yep. One of the slot men jumped, so that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. And again, that's another thing that was impressive about the West first drive. They didn't have any false starts, which you kind of expect as these guys are trying to get everything in. It's hard to put a whole group of guys together on 1 week and not have any issues.
That's why the East chose, they got 3 defensive backs out of Ruston, 2 defensive linemen out of Neville. They're trying to find packages of guys that work together to kind of help with this cause.
Herron back to pass. Doesn't have anything. He finally gets it out and dumps it off to his running back, Greg Manning. And he's going to.
Christian Doyle with a big tackle there.
He brought down before the back, almost the original line of scrimmage of the 50.
So it's going to leave, 3rd and 11?
3rd and 11. Got a lot of these guys coming in and out. See some subs coming in and out, offense and defense.
Probably the biggest play of the game thus far right here.
Herron rolls to his right, looking for a man, and it's incomplete. Intended on this near side. That was
Jacoby Jackson.
Jacoby Jackson, yep.
Yeah.
He's been lining up in the slot some. They do have 3 running backs on their roster, and they're putting Jacoby Jackson in the slot. Also, interesting about this roster, they only have 1 quarterback listed, so it'll be interesting to see if they do go another quarterback.
Yeah, I
what they're going
to
to do
yesterday. They've got a couple guys that they feel comfortable with that can play some quarterback. Jacoby Jackson from Minden is one of those guys, very versatile player.
All right, look, watch this right here. We got a field goal attempt. This will be that's going to be 67. Is that right? 67 yard field goal attempt.
I think it's more of a punt, but we'll see here.
And Hamby's back. He picks it up at the 1. He's trying to find some running room. Got a penalty flag on the play. Well, we knew the kicker was good, but you don't see many NFL kickers making 67-yard field goals.
You've only seen one in NFL history, Justin Tucker, do that. I think it was more of a punt formation style that they used on that kickoff there, or kick attempt. And Tate Hamby brought it out to about the 37, but there is, like you said, Philip, a flag on the play, so we'll see what they call here.
Yeah, and on that, remember the old pick 6 from Auburn, Alabama? Tate couldn't quite get it back, but like you said, we have a block in the back against the East, I believe. Whiteout Clay Stevens is over there trying to talk to his crew and see what they come up with. Talking to the West coaches. I'm sure they're going to take the penalty. They don't want the ball out at the 37-yard line. Yeah, you mentioned these guys from Ruston. Ruston has 5 players, and Neville has 6 players. For the West, Captain Shreves have 4, and Huntington has 4. So they're all going to call they have actually was 2 penalty flags on the play. They had a holding and a block in the back, so they're going to decline the holding. They're going to take the block in the back. That's what the confusion was, too. They had 2 penalty flags. Half this is the goal. That's where the West will take over. But we saw the East take over. We saw the West go 96 yards. We'll see if the East can go 85 yards. Got the 2 running backs.
They got David Moore and Logan Maloney at receiver this series for the East, if they can get something going with those guys.
Ty Feaster is the quarterback from Ash, under center. Hands the ball off to Jones from Gina, and right up the gut, he gets 8. Well, the first series they came out, tried something trickery at first. There wasn't any trickery about that, just right up the gut.
It's interesting they're using Zarek Jones at the fullback slot and Allen at the tailback spot, which is surprising because Jones played his whole career as a tailback, and Allen, up until this season, was a fullback for Trey Holly. But good run there for Jones, 8 yards, maybe get something going for the East.
3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Ty Feaster under center. He's going to fake the toss, and he's going to go down.
Oh, boy.
He's going to go down. Good defensive play.
It's Braden Woods, I think, the defensive end from Natchitoches Central. Man, he looked like Nick Bosa on that play. He overpowered the tackle and was right there.
First team all-district from Natchitoches Central. That was a huge play. It's going to be a loss of 9 on the play. We up 3rd and 11.
Yeah, it's different, frustrating for the East. He finally make a good positive play there, and then you negated on the next play with a 9-yard sack. So here we are, 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11, and we have an empty backfield as Island goes out in receiver position, so 5 wide. We'll see what Ty Fisher's got here. Back to pass. And he steps up, and he is going to be hit when he gets back about the line of scrimmage. I tell you what, this offense and defensive line, both for the West, are playing really good right now, especially defensive line.
Yeah, that was Shadrick Jones, the linebacker from Woodlawn, with that tackle. But, yeah, they're winning the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, Phillip. And as good as the playmakers you have for the East with Jones and Island and Hamby, for example, you can't do anything if you're not getting any protection up front or any drive up front. And the East is not doing that thus far. So we're about to kick. They're having to punt again. Looks like, is that Hamby?
Hamby's on to punt. Xavier McLaughlin is back deep from North Webster, standing at his own 47. Again, no rushing, one of the rules. Good punt by Tate. McLaughlin picks it up at the 43. Looking for some running room. He's got some speed. He gets it all the way down inside the 40. Yeah, you mentioned how quick he was. He is that.
Yeah, it's weird seeing no punt rush when the players pretty much just stand there and push each other for a second, and then the ball's punted. And so,
well, it really gives the punter time, but also the returner time. He caught the ball, and the guys are not even close.
That's right. That's right.
20 yards on the return. And here comes the West. See if they can score again before the half. Manning gets the handoff, breaks through the line of scrimmage, gets down to the 30-yard line. Again, that offensive line is opening up some nice holes.
Nate Johnson of Ruston on the tackle there. Was that 2nd and about 3?
Yep, 2nd and about 3. Handoff back to Manning. He bounces, looking for some running room. Going to be close. He does get another first down.
Man, they're just moving the ball at will against the East. It's impressive. I got to give those guys credit over there. Matthew Parker, the offensive coordinator from North DeSoto, and, of course, Stephen Dennis, head coach. They got a good offensive scheme, and it's working.
And back to pass is Heron looking downfield, and it's going to be intercepted. Good defensive play by Simaje Jones. He had a pass breakup earlier, had the interception. That's his 5th on the year if you count the regular season and here at the All-Star game.
Yeah, Ruston Bearcat fans are used to seeing this. Simaje Jackson make a play in the defensive backfield at a much-needed time, too. A touchdown there would have put the West up by 2 scores. So now the East gets the ball on the 20-yard line. Looks like John Paul Shaw's coming out under center.
Just fixing to say that. Got a new quarterback for the East. John Paul Shaw from Caldwell hands the ball off. That's Island. Island gets it out to the 25-yard line. See if they get another play before. I bet we don't. But that's the end of the first quarter. As John Paul's come over here to the sidelines.
We'll see how quick. They got 18 seconds. We'll see how quickly.
They're already calling the team over. So after one quarter, the West has dominated, but only leads 7-0. You're watching, the 2023 National Guard Downs Law Firm I-20 Bowl will return shortly.
What's going on? This is your boy Lil White, straight from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm about to drop some knowledge on y'all that is going to change your life forever. Follow me. Look, life's a wild ride, and sometimes it leaves you with some bumps and bruises. But back pain, neck pain, or if you've ever been in a car wreck, trust me, I know the struggle. But guess what? We have a remedy for that. It's not one of my new tracks. Dr. Traxler, the chiropractic wizard, is going to get you back on track that you need to be on.
Don't forget, if you've been in a car wreck, come down and see me, and I'll get you lined out.
You turn it down, Clay. Welcome back to Ruston High School. It's been all West in this All-Star game. I want to thank Downs Law Firm and Louisiana National Guard for sponsoring this football game. First quarter, again, was all West. We'll see what the East can do. And they get the ball here at the 25-yard line. 2nd down and 5. And the West so far has got 90 total yards of offense. And the East got 14.
2nd and about 5 here, it looks like, for the East.
Handoff to Island up the middle. He runs hard. It's going to be just a little bit short. Be down to the 29-yard line.
Hey, real quick, Philip, got a Saints score here. They're actually beating the Giants 24-6. 6 minutes left in the 4th quarter. So the Saints looking to improve to 7-7, and I guess hanging that NFC South race, as ugly as it is.
Well, all you got to do is just get in, right?
That's right. Get in. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. All right, big play right here. Jones is the running back. He's looking for some running room. He gets enough for a first down. Big first down. I believe that's the first down for the East, so maybe this first down will get him going.
Yeah, that was a nice cutback by Zones. He looked like he had it was real close to the first down. He cut back and added about 3 more yards before he lunged forward. So first down, the Island and Jones, they aren't getting a bunch of yards, but they're getting 3, 5, 6, 8 yards each carry, and that's all you need at this stretch.
John Paul Shaw, the quarterback from Caldwell, in the ball game. Feaster played the first couple of series. Hands off to Zarek Jones, and he's not going anywhere. Good defensive play.
Yeah, that was Sincere Walker, the linebacker from Airline. Came up 6 foot 180 and made a great tackle on Jones. I think stopping him pretty much at 0 yards from that play.
Yeah, he had 75 tackles, 25 tackles for loss, and 5 sacks. He played a lot in the backfield, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know if that was a loss, but it was a 0 net gain. It was close to a loss, so that's the type of plays I'm sure Walker made throughout the season for the Airline Vikings.
Allen is back in it, running back. He gets the handoff. He's looking for some run room. Bounce outside of the right. Good defensive play to hold him up a little bit because he was going to run low ways. That's Alonzo Jackson, the two-way player there at Haynesville. Again, we talked about that in the pregame. District MVP at running back, making that tackle. And that speed, I thought when Allen bounced out, he was going to get a first down. Good play by Jackson.
Allen looked like he always gets 2 or 3 yards more than you think. He looks like he's got 3 yards. He gets 5 or 6, and that was a play right there. It looked like they held him to about 3, but he bounced away and got into about 6 yards total in that play.
Coming out in the I formation this time. Feaster's back in at quarterback. Hands the ball off up the middle. And that's Jones.
Close, but probably short.
And they're going to mark it.
I guess forward progress may have got him there.
First down. They're moving the chains.
Good job.
Just enough. Let's say that.
Just enough, yeah. He made a nice burst, but then it looks like they pulled him back. But I guess he made just enough there to hit the
forward
first down.
progress. Got the first down for him.
Very close, but probably be instant replay if we had it. But here we don't. So first down for Gina and the East.
John Paul Shaw will come back in at quarterback. Feaster came in just for that last play. Allen, the running back. That defensive line, they are just playing well today.
And a whole slew of those guys. I think number 8 led the drive. Alonzo Jackson again, the Haynesville stud linebacker. Number 94 was in there as well. Second and 11 here, it looks like, for
second and 9.
Yeah, second.
Moving receivers from the right to the left. Allen is the running back. And there goes John Paul. Nice pass out the tight end. That's Mark Alonzo from Oak Grove. Another first down. John Paul did a really good job of getting that ball away before he went down.
Yeah, Alvizo's really an offensive lineman, but he has some hands, and they're using him in kind of that tight end role today, and a good catch right there. First down. So East is finally, that's their second first down of this drive, starting to get something going, it looks like.
Yeah, John Paul did a really good job of keeping his head up and finding his tight end enough for a first down. First and 10 inside the West territory. John Paul keeps it and pulls it back. He's going to gain about 2. A couple of these first downs kind of got the East moving a little bit.
Yeah, this is what the East should do. I mean, this is what they're known for, running the ball. You got the big offensive line up front, and you got Allen and Jones. Let's just pound the ball, mix in a few passes here and there. And they're starting to get in that groove now, obviously, moving the ball down, trying to get another first down here.
See Cam Johnson in for the West, making some nice plays on the defensive line. If he's not making the tackles, he's clogging some holes up. Here goes Allen. Good tackle.
Yeah, that was Demetrius' speech. He had a change on the number before the game. He's number 94. So another Haynesville product there, 6'1", 320, 328 rather. So big play there. And, of course, now it's 3rd and about 7 for the East.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had speech on the offensive side. He's playing some defense right now.
Yeah, he's a dual threat. And,
yeah, he's playing really good.
When you have an all-star game with 36 players, you got a few guys that are going to play both ways.
I'm bring up 3rd and about 7.
Feaster back in.
And he hands it off, and he's not going anywhere. That was Eric Jones. Great defense. I'm very impressed with this defensive line.
Braden Woods, Natchitoches Central. That's 2 big plays for him. First team all-district selection for Natchitoches Central. Playing for Jess Curtis, his new head coach this season.
Gonna bring up 4th down. See Feaster coming back in at quarterback.
East is going to go for it looks like.
Allen is going to stay in at running back. 5 minutes to play here before the half. Feaster back to pass. Oh, those right to the screen to Moore, and he is going to be
first down,
very close to a first down.
Oh, man, he might be a little short.
Nice play by Sincere Walker on the play.
Close. Yeah.
And good defensive play there. Looked like he might get it. He's going to be 1 yard short. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. You're listening, or actually watching, the East-West All-Star Game sponsored by National Guard and Downs Law Firm.
Paid endorsement, dramatization.
Hi, I'm Emily Downs.
And I'm Hayden Downs.
If you've been injured in a car accident, you need experienced and compassionate attorneys representing you.
Accidents often disrupt your everyday life, and there's no reason for you to handle that stress alone.
Call us today at either our Monroe or
All right, the West is back.
Welcome back. West had the handoff. That's Jackson trying to find some running room. Gets outside, gains about 6 yards. The West has marched right down the field the first series and have not been able to put anything together. East had a good series this last time, but was held up after 2 first downs.
That was Elam and Hanley on the tackle day together.
Heron is your quarterback, hands the ball off to Jackson. He's bouncing around but doesn't have very far to go. Nice play there by some of those defensive linemen now for the East.
Yeah, it looked like Brandon Baker, the Neville senior, 5'11", 285. Second team all-district selection came through there and shut that play down.
These guys on the East over here on the sidelines offensively still trying to figure out what to do against the West defense. Heron is the quarterback. Jackson goes in motion. Ball's going to be handed off to Trevion Jackson. A big hit. Oh, my goodness. Tate Hamby, as well as Jacoby Wilson, come up. And they're not going to let him.
That's the two guys they designated as athletes right there, and you see why. Jacoby Wilson, Tay Hamby, both making athletic plays. A big stop there for the East. We'll see what the West decides to go for it. Fourth and about 3.
Fourth and 3.
On their own 44-yard line.
We'll have a timeout as the West wants to talk about it. So we'll take the timeout as well. We'll take a 30-second break. You're watching the 2023 Eyeball here in Ruston. Downs Law Firm and Louisiana National Guard are our sponsors.
Bastrop offices where you can get the support you need in handling your case. The Downs Law Firm, our family protecting yours.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Do you have any home decor?
Yes, it's going to be over there.
Oh, thank you.
Do you have any toys?
Yes, they're going to be that way.
Yes, thank you.
We're looking for the kids' clothes. It's going to be right over here. Thank you. Hey, how can I help you?
Where's the furniture?
Right over there.
Hey, do you have anything that would fit me?
Yes, it's going to be in the men's department. We have something for everyone.
Oh, okay, thanks.
First West Thrift Store. That's what we're here for.
Welcome back to Ruston. West has talked about it, and they decided they're going to go for it. 4th and 3 in their own territory. Going to be a Wildcat as Jackson keeps it, rolls to his left.
Ooh, he's close.
And he's going to be about a yard short. It's going to be East football. You know, a little bit surprised. You got a 7-0 lead with 3 minutes to go.
In midfield.
Yeah. I mean, you got a chance to pin the East back, and the East has not moved the ball very much this ball game. At the first quarter, they only had 14 yards total offense and got 2 first downs there in the second quarter.
Hey, real quick news here. Ruston Daily Leaders reporting Mickey Joseph has been hired as the new head coach at Grambling. So he'll replace, of course, Hugh Jackson, who was let go, about 2 weeks ago. Of course, Mickey Joseph was head coach at Nebraska just a couple of years ago, and obviously coached several years at LSU prior to that. So Mickey Joseph, the new head coach at Grambling State.
All right, let's see what the East can do. Ty Feaster is the quarterback. Jamarian Allen is the running back. 3:49 to play here in the second quarter. Feaster back to pass, looking deep. He's got a man, and it is caught.
Logan Malone.
Logan from Malone right here in Ruston High School. A big pass. Get the ball inside the red zone. 28 yards on that completion.
That was huge right there. Good job by Feaster, and, of course, Malone got open. He hit him, gained a couple yards after the catch, and now with 3:27 left, the East has got time to punch this in and tie it up.
The East done a good job of, or tried to run the ball, I should say, and that little play action, and Malone was wide open. Feaster back to pass, looking back to Malone. He catches it, going to get the ball down to about the 13. You know, if you're the East, you want to get in here and tie this ball game up. And you'd have to feel pretty good after the first half, going, if you can, 7-7.
Yeah, Malone's about 5'10", 175. If you remember, he had a huge game in the Dome, about 110, 116 yards receiving for the Bearcats. Probably his best game of the year. Was named first-team All-District. But that was a great catch, and 2 good catches here for the Bearcats. And like you said, or for the East, I should say. I'm used to him making catches for the Bearcats, and a chance for them to try to score here.
Handoff up the middle. That's Jones. Get the ball down to the 10. Got in their I formation. Going to be 3rd and 2. And West called a timeout a minute ago. They still have 2 timeouts. And very high-powered on the West as well. So you'll see the East is going to be a little slower, maybe getting out of the huddle there. Moving some guys around the offensive line. Play clock down to 10 seconds. Feaster under center, hands the ball off to Jones. He bounces left and gets enough for a first down. Let's stop the clock to move the chains. The West is doing some substituting.
Good run there by Zarek Jones. Found the hole, bounced outside, gained a few yards, and sets up the East. What on about the 7-yard line, maybe 6 or 7 yard line here. Minute 48, and the clock's running down. I guess the Easters trying to run this clock down and get a score and prevent the time the West has to potentially get another score before the half ends.
Feaster under center in the I formation, receivers to each side. He gets it, hands it off to Allen this time, and he's going to get down to about the 3-yard line. Clock's rolling inside of a minute 20.
Both these running backs for the East run so hard, Allen and Jones. I know we've been talking about them for the last couple of years, but they're tremendous running backs. Neither one of them are very big. I think Allen's about 185 and Jones is 170. They're both about 5'8", 5'9".
They look like mirror images really of each other, don't they? The way
Yeah,
they
they're
run
similar.
and their statue. 15 seconds on the play clock. Feaster goes under center. Hands the ball off to Jones. He's fighting hard, and he
Good
is
run.
going to be held up at the 1-yard line. They blow the whistles down. So it's 48 seconds. Clock is running.
He got hit hard and broke the tackle and looked like he was going in and got hit by a couple more guys and got stuffed at about the 1, it looks like, with 31 seconds. Yeah, they're going to try to milk this clock for all it's worth, Phillip, and hopefully get a score here and tie this ball game up.
3rd and 1. Feaster back in the I formation. 18 seconds on the play clock. Feaster, quarterback sneak. He gets in. Touchdown East. We got a tie ball game, or almost tie ball game. We make the extra point. 7-6. West leads, but big drive right there by the East.
Looked like a little tush push. Looked like Jones kind of shoved Feaster from behind a little bit on there, but on the 1-yard quarterback sneak. But good series there by the East. They got to give them some hope and some optimism going into the second half after really getting outplayed in the first quarter and a half, Phillip.
Yeah, that second quarter, much better. So Feaster will come on to try the extra point. We got 9 seconds left before halftime.
This is a big kick here. Feaster's obviously a quarterback. I think he has kicked some before.
Kicks up, and it is good.
He looked good there, man. That strong leg. Nice kick.
We'll take a quick 30-second break. We'll come back for the kickoff. The score here is 7-7 in the North Louisiana I-Bowl. I-20 Bowl, I should say.
At Nukes, we believe in giving you extra. Extra flavor to satisfy your cravings. Extra choices so you can personalize your meal. Extra quality by offering premium protein such as all-natural chicken, shrimp, steak, and Atlantic salmon. Extra service that will make you feel right at home. We love sharing our family recipes with our guests, and that's why at Nukes, we give you extra with every bite.
Welcome back to the National Guard Downs Law All-Star Game, North Louisiana I-20 Bowl. It's 7-7. Huntington brought their band, and the Huntington band will perform here at halftime. We'll also have Coach Jared Ball from Ruston High School joining us. A little interview from him. So stay tuned to halftime. Feaster will kick it off with 9 seconds left. Got McLaughlin and Manning back deep for the West. Score is 7-7. It was all the West the first quarter, and the East played a lot better the second quarter. That's going to be Arkansas. He gets the ball, and he's not going to go very far. Nice tackle.
Yeah, it's kind of a little pooch kick there, and he fielded about the 20 and ran it. Got about a 10-yard run there before getting tackled.
Marlon Elam from Wasserman with a big tackle. That's going to get the ball. West have enough time for one play with 3 seconds. Again, stay tuned to halftime. We have Coach Jared Ball from Ruston High School will be joining us. See what the West does here. Ball game 7-7. Been kind of a tale of two quarters The West dominated the first quarter, and the East has played a lot better the second quarter. Herring comes out in the shotgun. He's got two receivers to each side of the formation. Greg Manning is the running back. Herring looking for some time to pass. Gets the pass away. It's caught. And that's McLaughlin. He's trying to get away. That boy, he runs hard, doesn't he?
Yeah, Tut McLaughlin, man. He caught the ball, was wrapped up, but kept fighting. Gained another 4 or 5 yards, but the clock runs out here in the first half.
All right, we're going to take a 3-minute break. Again, we come back, we'll hear from Coach Jared Ball from Ruston High School. The score here is 7-7 at the Downs Law Firm National Guard East-West All-Star game here in Ruston.
Happy holidays from Rocket Fast Car Wash. Ho, ho, ho. Rocket Fast, it's a blast and your vehicle is clean. It's time for our giant gift card sale. Our gift cards make great gifts for everyone. So don't miss out on this annual event starting Black Friday through December 31st. You can buy one gift card for everyone on your list at 25% off. Ho, ho, ho. Purchase at any of our 11 locations or online at RocketFastCarWash.com. Rocket Fast, the fast and easy way to wash your car or sleigh. Soon with 12 locations to better serve you. Ho, 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 ho.
Hi, I'm Drew Breeze, co-owner of Surge Entertainment Centers. Being a father of 4 children, I'm constantly looking for ways to provide great family experiences, such as sports simulators and bowling, including a full-service bar and restaurant with comfortable lounge and event spaces. We are consistently on the cutting edge with our equipment, technology, and park designs. If you haven't been to one of our Surge parks yet, come by and see us and experience it for yourself. You won't want to leave, because here at Surge, it's all about friends, family, and fun.
A hunter's Christmas always starts at Simmons Sporting Goods. Get an amazing value with the Covert WC30 cellular trail camera, now $69.99. Get the perfect pattern with a Code Black Pattern Master Shotgun Duck Choke, now $85.99. Sit in all-day comfort with the Hawk Stealth Spin Chair, only $99.99. We're open 8:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sunday. Get 12 months same as cash or shop SimmonsSportingGoods.com.
Welcome back to Ruston High School, 7-7 in the National Guard Downs Law East-West All-Star game. We've got a special guest, and Clay, talk to him.
Yeah, this is Coach Jared Ball. He's trying to help us get some AC in here, a little bit better AC in here. But first of all, it's been a week now. State champion, y'all had your big parade yesterday. How does it feel? It's been a week removed from being state champion. Tell us your thoughts and about being the big accomplishment.
It's been great. It's been great. I've had to keep in mind the whole time it's good to have all of these things going on right after the season. You can't really – I hadn't had time to stop, to be honest. I'm hoping that maybe over the Christmas break I'll get a chance to sit down and take it all in. But just enjoying the thing for the kids. I mean, going through the parade yesterday and them having an opportunity to really see – up front and close, I guess, the amount of people in our community that have been behind them all season. It's just been a really great thing for those kids to see.
It sure has. And I guess you haven't even thought about next year, getting ready for next year, trying to defend this title, but just taking in the moment about the great accomplishment you guys had. Yeah, I'm trying to get all of these bits and pieces finalized before we get out for the Christmas break on Wednesday. And we'll need to turn the page pretty quick whenever we come back from Christmas break. And, I've already took the depth chart and deleted the seniors off of there and plugged in the freshmen. And so, you gotta move on. You need to enjoy it, and I want the kids to enjoy it, and we're going to do all the things that go with it. But, there'll be some people after us next year,
and we need to be ready for that. And we'll start our preparation when we get back from Christmas.
Well, speaking of seniors, you've got 5 seniors represented today. I guess I can go through their names real quick, but of course you've got Kylan Bradley, your big offensive lineman here. You've got 3 defensive backs: Nate Johnson, Samaje Jones, and Jacory and Crow. And of course Logan Malone, the receiver, was a late addition. He's made some big plays here for you. How special is it to see some of your seniors get a chance to play in a game like this?
It's great. I think for some of them it may have been a little unexpected. They were some additions, like you said, late, but definitely deserving. And it's hard to pick through your team whenever you have a special team like this to try to figure out, who's going to get invited and who's going to play. And, we had a couple more that were asked to play that had some official visits to take this weekend that weren't able to do that. But I'm sure it's really special for those guys to get another opportunity to play on our home field again and really represent our school, and I think they're doing a great job this afternoon.
Absolutely. This is the 7th year of the I-20 All-Star Game. I think this is your 7th year as head coach here, so you've been kind of the host coach for this All-Star Game. Talk about what goes behind the process of getting this game staged, and how important is it to get to play at Ruston High School?
Well, I think this is a great location, obviously, along the I-20 highway. It's kind of in the middle, I guess, so that you can kind of generate a little more interest in people not having to drive so far if you held it in Monroe or Shreveport. But we're happy to host it. I don't have to do just a whole lot besides the setup. Jerry Bird and Coach Fitzhugh do a great job, I think, of kind of getting the East and West squads together and having them some things to do during the week to kind of simulate a bowl week. And it's enough on my plate, to be able to do this, but we're more than happy to host it. And it's I think you can see with the turnout here that we've had, I think it's something good for these kids and the communities to get together and play some football.
Yeah, you mentioned that. The activities during the week were great, and get to see some of the guys interact with each other, interact with some of the veterans. I got to see Kylan Bradley going into the nursing home and the veterans home, rather, and engaging. He did a great job of engaging with some of the elderly people. So it's really a great thing that they've done here, and it's really cool that these seniors get the opportunity to play in something like this.
I think so. I think it's an experience that they don't really realize how they can touch parts of the community by reaching out and being involved and doing some things. And, we do some things with our football team, just around in our community, but to reach out to other communities and those kids go out there, they just don't realize what effect that they have on everybody.
Yeah, and one more thing I want to mention, the Bearcat Nation Network, you guys do a great job, Nick Brown and this crew here. This is a first-class facility. I know you're looking forward to expanding it and having some more stuff going, but it's going to be nice to have this kind of technology up here and be able to take advantage of it to support you guys.
It is, and I'm glad the kids are the ones that are in charge, and they kind of push Nick over to the side and take charge. Now it's a great opportunity for them to learn some things, and they're up here. They spend a lot of hours doing that, and Nick does a great job heading those guys up and getting the things done that we need to get done. And everybody always asks, whenever you live stream all of these things, does it hurt your attendance? And it has not. It's been a great way for people, if they have other things going on, they can still tune in, watch the game, and then whenever they're able to make it, they're there. And so it's been a great addition to the fan experience, I guess, of Friday nights if they're not able to make it in person.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It's great. It's always best to come out. You can't beat the experience of coming out and watching a game, but like you said, sometimes you got other things going on, and it's great to have the option to not only watch it, but to go back and watch it. Fans can go back, and kids can go back and watch the game that night or the next day and catch up on some things they may have missed the first time around.
That's exactly right, and so we're happy to have them and appreciate all these kids volunteering to get these things done.
Or like Coach Andy said, you can go back a few years later and show your kids how good you thought you were, but the video may show otherwise.
Well, and some of us are just happy that they didn't have it around whenever we were playing. that way you can just tell the kids how good you were, and they don't have any evidence otherwise.
Yeah, that's what Coach Pender would say when you were a quarterback at West Washita back in the day. But anyway, man, just congratulations. I appreciate you joining us here for a few minutes. But, man, we're so excited for Ruston to finally get that monkey off its back, win the first state championship in 33 years. And we're looking forward to you guys winning a couple more here in the next few years.
Well, that's always the goal. That's not always the end result, but we're definitely working for that on a year-by-year basis. And like I say, I know there'll be people gunning for us, but we got to get back to the drawing board and get back after it in January.
There you go. Well, enjoy your Christmas holidays. Celebrate that championship. I know you guys will get rings coming up here soon. So we appreciate you joining us, man, and have a great offseason, great Christmas, Coach.
Appreciate you guys, and happy holidays to y'all.
All right.
Thank you so much, Coach Ball, for joining us here at the half at 7-7. We're at the East-West All-Star Game sponsored by National Guard and Downs Law Firm. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We come back. We'll look at some halftime stats.
What up? It's the Freestyle King, Lil Flip. And look, I got to talk to you about something very serious. I know life throw curveballs at us all the time. Sometimes you might get in a bad car wreck and you might need an adjustment. Well, me, I'm on tour right now. I'm sleeping on a tour bus, planes, trains, in the car, and I need an adjustment from all this working. That's where my bro, Dr. Traxler, comes in handy. I got to see him. You need to, too.
Don't forget, if you've been in a car wreck, come down and see me, and I'll get you lined out.
Here in Sterlington, our town motto is faith, family, friends. At First Baptist Church, we believe those three things are what's most important for all of us, from the youngest to the oldest. We want to help you and your family thrive in each area. Whether you're new to town or just looking to get better connected, we'd love for you to come join us on a Sunday morning at 10 a.m. For a full schedule or more information, check out fbcsterlington.com. FBC Sterlington, we're here for you.
Paid endorsement, dramatization.
18-wheeler accidents often cause permanent and life-altering injuries. These serious injuries can feel impossible to deal with on your own. If you've been in an accident with an 18-wheeler, you need a team of experienced trial lawyers working for you and your rights. With a family of attorneys on staff with many years of combined litigation experience, the Downs Law Firm is the right team for you. The Downs Law Firm, our family, protecting yours.
No, yeah, I know. Look, I got people waiting on me. Yeah, hang on. I gotta go.
You know, cell phones can be a bit distracting, right?
Did you walk here again?
All right, just don't let it happen again.
What are you doing here?
All right, crew, we need to get our numbers up and sell some mattresses.
Sorry I'm late, everybody.
Dude, what are you doing here?
The kid called me. He said it was important.
Christmas will be here soon. We need to get it planned.
American Mattress Salad, where you can be shocked by a great night's sleep.
At Century Next Bank, employees like Carlisle Roberson are busy working for you, not just at the bank, but also in the community, educating youth on the importance of farming.
Some of the things that kids are just not fortunate to be around, to see what goes on with a farm, it just really amazes me. And that's why I want to continue to inspire, educate, and teach young kids about the world of agriculture.
For more on Carlisle's story, visit bankwithlocals.com. Century Next Bank. What's next for you?
Welcome back to Ruston High School. A tie ball game in this All-Star game. East-West North Louisiana All-Star game. There's also one down in South Louisiana. We thank our sponsors for helping us today. We've got a lot of nice sponsors.
I'll run
list
through
those first.
I'll run through them real quick. Of course, our title sponsors are Downs Law Firm in Louisiana and Army National Guard. We got First Baptist Sterlington Church. Of course, Ben Hackler, preacher there. The West Monroe Thrift Store, First West Thrift Store. Philip Thigpen, of course, runs that. They do a great job there. You can take donations, and the profits go to about 20 local charities. So any donations you give to the church goes to profitable organizations around the community. Coney Island Connection, Arkansas Road, and North 7th. Chris Lewis, they have some great hot dogs and food, burgers and fries and such there. Marion State Bank, of course, they're a big bank around the area. Simmons Sporting Goods up in Bastrop, all the hunting gear you can ask for. Century Next Bank, new bank here in Ouachita Parish. They're all over North Louisiana. Rocket Fast Car Wash. They also sponsor the basketball game of the week. Cummins and Fitz, attorneys at law there, and Home Improvement Outlet in West Monroe. Nukes also sponsored a meal this week for the All-Star team. You've got Surge out of Monroe and Shreveport. We'll get to them a little bit later. They, of course, host the All-Star teams yesterday, but they're a great place to go. Take your kids, especially over the Christmas holidays, and get them out of the house and have some fun. American Mattress Outlet, our buddy Roddy Compton, he's got a new store here in Ruston as well as the store in West Monroe for all your mattress, pillow needs. Reach out to Robbie, and Traxler Chiropractor as well. Get some work done on your neck and back. Reach out to Traxler Chiropractic over in Monroe.
And here at the half, our score is 7-7. Some halftime stats. Individually, first for the East, Jamarian Allen has carried the ball 9 times for 32 yards. And Dedrick Jones has carried the ball 8 times for 15 yards. A lot of hard running for those two guys today. For the West, Manning, that's Greg Manning from Benton, 4 carries, 19 yards. And then we've had Trevion Jackson has carried the ball 10 times, 46 yards. And McLaughlin with a little reverse jet sweep kind of play, 13 yards on that carry. Receiving for the East, Logan Malone from Ruston, 2 catches, 33 yards. Mark Avozo from Oak Grove, 1 catch, 12 yards. And David Moore, 1 catch for 11 yards. For the West, Xavier McLaughlin again, he's all over the place. He's got 2 catches, 29 yards. And then Sintel for Glenbrook has got 1 catch, 34 yards. The quarterbacks, Feaster has got 45 yards, and Herron has got 66 yards.
Low-scoring game. Not a lot of offense, really. A couple big plays, Phillip, but for the most part, it's a lot of grinding and pounding up front. And like I said, all-star games usually expect higher scoring games. Last year was 28-10. We'll see. Maybe in the second half they can get some things going here.
You know the way the game started, where the West just marched right down the field. I was thinking it was going to be a high-scoring game as well, but can kind of slow down there in the end of the first quarter, and for the most part, most of the second quarter. And get a tie ball game. Again, if you're the East, you've got to feel good. I mean, you didn't play near your best first half of football and got a tie score. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break. We come back. We'll have the second half kickoff. You're listening to the Louisiana National Guard, Downs Law, North Louisiana East-West All-Star game here in Ruston. Score 7-7.
Are you ready to have fun?
I catch myself in the scoreboard show. Same thing with our text line. I forget.
We are your neighbors.
We are your sons and daughters.
We're learning valuable life and job skills.
We are getting an education and earning degrees and certifications.
We are proud to serve.
We are Louisiana.
We are your Louisiana Army National Guard.
Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/LA.
What's going on? This is your boy Lil White, straight from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm about to drop some knowledge on y'all that is going to change your life forever. Follow me. Look, life's a wild ride, and sometimes it leaves you with some bumps and bruises, but back pain, neck pain, or if you've ever been in a car wreck, trust me, I know the struggle. But guess what? We have a remedy for that. It's not one of my new tracks. Dr. Traxler, the chiropractic wizard, is going to get you back on track that you need to be on.
Don't forget.
And welcome back to the Hall Scared Stadium on campus of Ruston High School. This is Louisiana Army National Guard, Downs Law Firm, North Louisiana East-West All-Star game. Second half kickoff, and here comes Derrick Jones. Great run back down to the 39-yard line. Mark it out to the 40. That's maybe exactly what the East needed to get them rolling here in the second half.
Yeah, they needed some sparks here, and they showed a little bit of life here in that second half, that second quarter rather, on that touchdown drive, capping off with a 1-yard plunge by Feaster. The quarterback, Ty Feaster. I wanted to say David Feaster. Ty Feaster, the quarterback. And they get the ball in the second half, like you said, a great return by Jones. We're on the 40-yard line, and here we go. Looks like Feaster's back under center for the East.
And Allen is the running back. Going in shotgun formation this time. You've seen the East in the eye and the shotgun. Feaster back to pass. He's rolling to his left. He has more. He catches it and steps out of bounds. Good play on first down, gain of 6.
Yeah, they kind of spread it open there. Like you said, got in shotgun, and Island. It's pretty impressive a team only has 2. I don't recall, unless you go back to maybe flag football, having a team with only 2 running backs. But when you got 2 of this caliber, and they both can carry the ball a lot, that's what you're seeing now. It looks like Island's – actually, both of them are back in the I backfield here on this play.
Feaster goes under center. Bring up 2nd and 4. Malone's and Moore are the receivers. Penalty flag on the play, but hands off up the middle to Derrick Jones. He's going to gain about 3. Gets the ball down to the 48-yard line. Let's see what this is going to be. Been a really clean football game for the most part. Again, these guys haven't practiced a lot together, and they've done a really good job. Just a couple of false starts we've had so far. We've got another one, looks like right here. Let's see. Yep. False start for the East. That's going to back them up. Seems like the East keeps shooting themselves in the foot with these false starts, too. 2nd and 9.
Yeah, every time they make a big play, it seems like a penalty sets them back. This is about the 3rd time that's happened in the ball game. They got to eliminate those mistakes.
2 running backs in the ball game, both Jamarian Allen and Derrick Jones. 2 receivers the far side of the formation. Feaster under center. Fakes the handoff, rolls right, finds his man Jones. Jones cuts back, goes back outside.
Nice. He looks
did a good job of freezing that linebacker.
Yeah, and then he dove for the first down. I think he's a little bit short, but, man, very aggressive player.
He's going to bring up 3rd and 2. These 2 running backs are really fun to watch.
They are fun to watch. They play hard. They make moves. They give you, like I said earlier in the broadcast, they're small fellows, 170, 185 respectively, but they both can really give you a lot of effort.
Allen on the year, 2,400 yards, and Jones, 2,200 yards. That's 4,600 yards. That's a lot of yards right there.
That's a lot of yards right there. That's right.
3rd and 2. I formation again. We've got Allen and Jones. Jones is a fullback. He gets the ball up the middle. He's got enough for a first down.
Yep, nice run there. Gets across midfield.
Well, you know, the West took the opening kickoff and marched right down the field. The East is going to try to do that here in the second half. Guys shuffling in and out.
Yeah, a lot of substitutions in this ball game, trying to get people playing time, keep the players fresh. Only 36 players on the roster, so try to get as many guys in and out as you can.
Got 2 new receivers. Nate Roberts from Carroll and Bradley Handon from Neville are in. Feaster is your quarterback. Hands the ball off to Island. And Island's going to get across the line of scrimmage, but not very far. Great play by Sincere Walker from Airline. You see he's going to stop him after a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, it looked like he got maybe 2 there, but I guess they're going to hold him to 1.
Yeah,
good job by the defensive lineman up front for the West.
I agree. I thought it was more than that, but they mark him down at the 48. We gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
We're so used to those guys. It look like it's 2 and ends up being 4. For this is one rare exception where he actually got less than it appeared to be.
Going to be in the more like a pistol formation this time. And I guess a shotgun. As Island steps up to the left of Feaster. Fakes the handoff. Going down, he got a man deep, overthrew his intended receiver, and that's Nate Roberts on the far side. He had his man beat about a yard, but just overthrew him.
Yeah, Roberts was open there, but it was a tough play, and he had to hit him just right. Overthrew it just a little bit. It's going to be, 3rd and 9 here for the East.
Again, the Huntington band made the trip over. Like to see that. They're having a good time and had a great job performing at the half. 9:44 to play in the third quarter. East-West tied up 7-7. East-West All-Star game played here at Ruston High School. Feaster in the shotgun, 4 receivers in the formation. Back to pass. And he looked like he's trying to dump it out to Island, but Island slipped down.
Yeah, they had Island open on a screen there, but he fell down, and it looks like the East is going to bring out the punting squad.
It'll be 4th and 9, and they're going to do that. McLaughlin for the West is going to go stand back about the 5-yard line.
Got to be careful with this guy. He can make some plays.
Yeah, 16 touchdowns on the season, as well as 8 interceptions. Good two-way player for North Webster.
Yeah, one of their explosive players. North Webster, the Knights, had a great season under John Ware this year. They really improved. They really struggled last year, but much improved this year.
High punt by Hamby. He'll come down with it about the 12, trying to get to the left.
Whoa.
Heck of a tackle.
That was a one-handed tackle.
It was.
There.
He held on for dear life. See who that was getting up.
It looks like it was Robert Nat Jr., the defensive linebacker out of Mangum. Man, he just ripped him with one hand, just slung him down like a loaf of bread or something. What a play by Robert Nat.
That's going to be. See what the West can do now. West comes out for their first series of the second half.
Man, this is a great day of football.
It's beautiful, too, isn't it?
Man, this is like 59 degrees, sunny, just absolutely great weather.
Heron is the quarterback. Gone all the way from Northwood. He had 25 touchdowns on the season. Flips it out to McLaughlin. He catches it, tries to make a man miss. Gets the ball down to about the 25-yard line. Gain of 2.
So real quick, the Saints did win, hold on to win 24-6. The Falcons lost to the Panthers, shockingly, but Tampa Bay did beat Green Bay. So I guess that leaves the Saints and Tampa in a two-way tie for the first place right now. So good job for the Saints there. Much needed win.
Hudson Heron hands the ball off to McLaughlin on the reverse, and he is going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe another yard. Good plays over there.
That's Brandon Baker. Another big play for Brandon Baker for the Tigers. Neville Tigers, that is, for the East.
It's going to bring up 3rd and about 7. Greg Manning is the running back from Benton, first team all-district. Heron back to pass. Trying to hit his man on outright. It's McLaughlin.
Ooh, nice
catch by McLaughlin as he was hit hard.
That was Nate Johnson, the captain from Ruston, the strong safety. It looks like he's hurt a little bit on that play. Maybe his shoulder.
Shoulder looks like, yeah.
Yeah,
heck of a hit.
Heck of a hit. He's trying to walk it off, so we'll see what his status is going forward. But big hit, big-time play there.
Hand the ball off to Manning up the middle. He's trying to make a few man's miss. Hamby finally brings him down.
Yeah, with some help from Christian Doyle, linebacker from Ouachita.
That's not enough, though, for another first down for the West. Heron is the quarterback. Hands the ball off to Manning. Manning weaves in and out, gets the ball down to the midfield stripe. He'll be a little bit short, maybe the 49. Been very impressed with this West offense. They've got some athletes on the field.
Yeah, Hudson Heron's going to control this offense. He knows what's going on there and it's running the offense very well.
Heron gets the snap, rolls to his left. He's throwing downfield, overthrows intended receiver, throws it out of bounds, the incomplete pass.
Jacorian Crow was there, not too far away from the interception, but just a little bit over his head.
Yeah, it looked like Aaron didn't like what he saw and just trying to get the ball out of bounds. 3rd down, I'll call it 7.
Another big play here for the East.
You know, I'll keep waiting for him to throw it back over here to the right side to Sintel. He's made some nice catches. Aaron goes back, looking down the middle of the field, and he's going to go down. Big defensive play by Cam Johnson from Neville.
Cam Johnson, the big boy out there. 6'1", 250, honorable mention all-district player. He came in there on a pass rush there and swung him down. Nice play. Big stop, like I just said, for the East. And they're going to get the ball back on a punt.
Logan Malone is going to go back to receive. I'm not sure who's going to be punting here. Looks like it is going to be Abram Murray from Byrd. Yep, he's walking back there to punt. Again, there's no movement on kicks. Abram Murray from Byrd. Looking to go to Miami next year. And the punt's up. It's a high punt. It's a very short punt. Ball's going to bounce at the 30. And it go down right there. We're going to take a quick break. Score here, 7-7. You're watching the 2023 Louisiana Army National Guard and Downs Law North Louisiana I-20 Bowl.
Paid endorsement, dramatization.
Hi, I'm Emily Downs.
And I'm Hayden Downs.
If you've been injured in a car accident, you need experienced and compassionate attorneys representing you.
Accidents often disrupt your everyday life, and there's no reason for you to handle that stress alone.
Call us today at either our Monroe or Bastrop offices where you can get the support you need in handling your case. The Downs Law Firm.
Welcome back to Ruston High School. The East has got the football. Allen on the run up the middle. He gets the ball out to about the 32-yard line.
John Paul Shaw back under quarterback for the East.
7-7 here in the third quarter. Been a good football game.
You can hear that Huntington band in the background blowing away over there. They're doing a great job for the West, bringing us a little entertainment, little background noise, if you will.
Very good crowd here today. John Paul Shaw, quarterback from Caldwell, hands the ball off to Union Parish's Jamarian Island. Gets
about
ball out to 35. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 3.
It's ground and pound for the East.
Big 3rd down play right here.
It sure is. See Jake Martin down the sidelines. He's covering the game for the Washita Citizen. You can follow his Twitter handle, Jake Martin OC, for updates on the ball game.
Zedrick Jones comes in, and Highland checks out. 2 receivers to the right. John Paul in the shotgun. Hands the ball off to Jones, and he's going to get tripped up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and the East is going to have to punt. Big play there by the West. The West is trying to break this 4-game losing streak.
Yeah, they're doing a good job today. They're obviously, playing great defense, really shutting down the East's rushing attack.
Xavier McLaughlin is back again to return. He's always dangerous back there. Tate Hamby come on to punt.
I didn't say this in the rules. I guess there's no fake punt since they can't rush the quarterback. I don't know, or can't rush the punter.
I don't know.
But if there's going to be a good time for a fake punt, it might be here.
You can't move, I guess, so that's what no fake either. Nice punt. McLaughlin picks it up at the 26, looking for some running room, and he's going to be tackled. Made one man miss.
That was Robert Nat. He was trying his one-handed sling down again, but couldn't quite grasp the ball carrier.
And Noah Lovelady from OCS with the tackle. He had a heck of a year. 144 tackles, 28 tackles for loss, 9 sacks, 9 hurries. The district defensive MVP.
Yeah, he broke the OCS record about week 9 or 10 of the regular season, went over 500 career tackles. Not too many North Louisiana players or any Louisiana high school players have broken 500 career tackles. What an accomplishment for him.
Aaron he does hand the ball off. A lot of players moving around out there. Does hand the ball off up the middle, and that's Jackson. He didn't get anything. They also faked the reverse at the same time. He's going to lose about 3 on the play. And the West, that first drive, 13 plays, 96 yards, have not done a whole lot since then.
It's definitely turned into a defensive struggle here.
Heron back to pass, swings it over to his running back Jackson on the right, makes a man miss. He runs the ball all the way down to the 43 before he is pushed out of bounds by Marlon Elam.
Jackson King did a great job of staying there for anticipating that play, but his foot got kind of tripped up and he wasn't able to make the tackle and allowed the ball carrier to get an extra couple yards on that catch.
I'll bring up 3rd and 7. You know, the West would like to get a first down right here and get it inside of the East Territory.
Yeah, we're at 2:50 remaining in the third quarter here. This game has gone very, very fast, Phillip.
Jackson is the running back to the left of Heron. Heron back to pass. Looking to his left. He has a man. It's caught and enough for a first down. And that is Bob Patterson, the tight end who was split out in receiver position from Airline, 6 foot, 190 pounds. Nice play right there. Get a first down for the West. The West inside East Territory at the 47. 2 minutes and 18 seconds here in Ruston High School. East-West All-Star game. Handoff to Jackson. He gets enough.
Nice hard run.
5-6 yards. Yes, he does.
Looks like Robert Nadd on the Mangum on the tackle again. Kind of got knocked back a little bit on that one, though.
They're trying to hurry it up now. Heron hands the ball off again to Jackson.
Ooh, nice
They're not
lick.
going very far that time. They will get about 2, but good defensive plays in there by several of the East players.
That looks like Jackson King. He was not fooled on that play. He met the ball carrier head up and stuffed him. Good play there by the former Panther.
Jedron Rush also by the Powell from Ouachita at 48 tackles on the season. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. Trevion Jackson is the running back. He gets the handoff up the middle. He's got enough for a first down. Gets the ball down inside the 35. I've been very impressed with Trevion Jackson from Airline. Again, I always see why he's the 1-5A district MVP.
Yeah, he runs hard as well. We talk about Allen and Jones running hard. He's doing the same thing. Trevion Jackson, the Airline running back. Great job today.
First down at the 34. Fakes the handoff to Jackson. Has a man. It's McLaughlin.
Nice catch.
McLaughlin made a nice out route. He's got some really good hands. Not the biggest guy, but he's a very good football player.
Very good. Tate Hamby got the tackle there, but not after a good, about a 15-yard gain or so.
15 yards, yes.
Yeah, and a first down for the West.
Aaron hands the ball off to Jackson.
Nice
tackle. Nice defensive play.
Was that Rush again? Couldn't quite make out his number. I saw a Ouachita helmet in there. I think that was Jadron Rush.
Coming from his end position.
His head coach, Benji Lewis, would be proud of that defensive play. Yes.
He had 7 tackles for loss on the season. That wasn't for loss, but that was a great defensive play as he came off the edge. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. Our score is 7-7. You're watching the 2023 Louisiana Army National Guard, Downs Law Firm, North Louisiana I-20 Bowl. We'll be back in 2 minutes. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Hello. Yes, ma'am. Do you have any home decor? Yes, it's going to be over there. Oh, thank you.
Do you have any toys?
Yes, they're going to be that way.
Yes, thank you.
We're looking for the kids' clothes. It's going to be right over here. Thank you. Hey, how can I help you?
Where's the furniture?
Right over there.
Hey, do you have anything that would fit me?
Yes, it's going to be in the men's department. We have something for everyone.
Oh, okay, thanks.
First West Thrift Store. That's what we're here for.
Maybe next time we go to break.
Welcome back to Ruston High School. 7-7's our score on the East-West All-Star game. Thank Louisiana Army National Guard, Downs Law Firm, and a lot of other sponsors. We read those earlier. We'll read them one more time. Heron so far for The West is 9 of 15 with 108 yards passing. The West is threatening to try to break this tie, 7-7.
Yeah, we're swapping ends of the field. Of course, heading to the fourth quarter here. Obviously, West is driving, trying to go up. It's 7-7 right now. See if they can get a touchdown or maybe use their great kicker, Murray, and get a field goal here. But they're going to try to get in the end zone first, 2nd and 10.
Aaron in the shotgun. Jackson is the running back to the right. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hands the ball off to Jackson, trying to find some running room, and he does. He breaks through that line. This offensive line and defensive line for the West have played real good football. Good hole right there for Jackson to run through.
It was a good hole. Of course, number 27, Tyron Hanley, the Neville safety, got the tackle there, but not after a good first down run.
Heron is in the shotgun. Hands the ball off to Jackson again, and he's going to get in for the touchdown and the score.
Wow.
The West has taken the lead, 14-7, with 11:26 to play here in the fourth quarter. I shouldn't say 14 just yet. Got to kick the extra point.
The West brought their cowbells out, too. I noticed that. They got their cowboys rolling, especially on that touchdown run right there.
Abram Murray from Byrd High School will be on to attempt the extra point.
Like I said, he was 38 for 39 on the season, already 1 for 1 here, so no pass rush either.
It's up, and it's good. 11 plays, 59 yards, 4:13 on the clock. We'll take a quick 30-second break. West leading this one 14-7. We'll be back. You're watching the 2023 Louisiana Army National Guard and Downs Law North Louisiana I-20 Bowl.
Next break, we're going to that Southern State.
At Nukes, we believe in giving you extra. Extra flavor to satisfy your cravings. Extra choices so you can personalize your meal. Extra quality by offering premium protein such as all-natural chicken, shrimp, steak, and Atlantic salmon. Extra service that will make you feel right at home. We love sharing our family recipes with our guests, and that's why at Nukes, we give you extra with every bite.
Welcome back to Ruston High School. This is the Louisiana National Guard and Downs Law Firm North Louisiana East-West All-Star Game. West just scored to go up 14-7. You know, Clay, we've had a lot of fun this week. We're going to see a commercial in just a minute from one of those places that the guys were able to do. I know the guys have had a great week this week.
Yeah, absolutely. That's part of the fun of this week. We kind of treat it like a bowl experience and get the kids out doing some different things besides just practicing football. And it's been a great week. Kind of ended yesterday morning at Surge with the Player Fest.
The kick off, returned by Jones from the 2. Gets it all the way out to the 25. Let's take a break. We'll return.
Escape and kind of learn how to work the puzzles, and we encourage you to give that a shot.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Been over there one time myself.
On
Great
Louisville,
team bonding.
on Louisville Avenue.
Great team bonding. Heron fakes the handoff. Looks deep. That ball's going to be almost intercepted.
It is intercepted.
Oh, he did catch it. Okay. Great defensive play.
Looked like Landon Sylvia, the safety from Calvary. It was a little bit underthrown ball by Ty Feaster.
Feaster,
and Sylvia jumped in. It was about a 35-yard 40-yard down the field throw. But
tried to get the ball out there to his big receiver, Bradley Hanlon, but great defensive play, like you said.
Yeah, Sylvia with the interception, and the West with the touchdown lead. Now they have the ball on their own, 36-yard line with 11 minutes left. They're looking good right now.
He had 4 interceptions during the season, 11 pass breakups. He knows how to play the ball. Went from Calvary. He also had 101 tackles on the season. And then in Sylvia. So now the West has got the ball and got the lead. Heron with Manning in the backfield. Fumble the football. And he is going to be tackled after he picks it up. Good play right there by Brandon Baker to bring him down after Heron picks the ball up.
Yeah, Lawson Green and that defense wasn't happy with their performance last time. He's got them revved up here, knowing that they cannot allow another score here in the fourth quarter and fall down by 2 scores.
It'll be 2nd and 16. Hudson Heron, the quarterback, tosses it to McLaughlin. He rolls to the right, and he's got some running room. He gets the ball down to the 38-yard line. He is just real shifty runner and finds holes where it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of holes.
Yeah, it looked like Tytron Hanley, the defensive back on the tackle, knocking him out of bounds there. Sets up a 3rd and looks like about 9, Phillip.
3rd and 9. 10 minutes, 24 seconds to play here in the ball game. 3 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Hudson Heron, the quarterback, back to pass. Looking deep. He has a man. It's McLaughlin. And he almost catches it just off the outstretched hands.
It looked like that ball was overthrown, Phillip, but Tutton McLaughlin, man, he had a burst there and dove out, spread out, and just about pulled it in. But it falls a little short, and good thing for the East. Looks like they're going to punt, and the East is going to get the ball back.
Abram Murray will come on to punt. Standing back at his 27-yard line. Tate Hamby's back to receive, standing at his 25-yard line. And Hamby is under it. He gets it at the 24. He's trying to run to the right. He gets around his man. Making one man miss. Trying to make another man miss, but doesn't quite get away. A nice defensive play by B.T. McMillan from North DeSoto.
So about a 13-yard punt return, something like that. So gets the ball out to about the 40, close to the 40-yard line.
They're going to mark it back at the 38. His knee went down the 38-yard line. Let's see what the East can do to try to tie this ball game up.
You know, it feels good weird saying East and West and having no nickname, no mascot. So used to saying so-and-so. It's just like the East. We'll have to.
Hamby's now in at receiver from Washita Christian. First time I've seen him out there. Allen and Jones are running back. Feaster's the quarterback. Tosses it to Allen, looking for some running room. He runs hard, and he breaks through the line of scrimmage. I couldn't tell what defensive tackle had him, but he busted away. Big defensive tackle. That was B.J. Patterson hit him at the line of scrimmage, but Allen wasn't going to be denied. Gained about 7 on the play.
He has a great way of either driving his legs or spinning off, and that time he spun off and got another 3 or 4 yards. But he turns 2-yard gains into 6-yard gains all the time.
Yeah, I was thinking he was going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage, but he spun away from big B.J. Patterson, 6 foot, 300 pounds. Feaster tossed it to Allen. He bounces outside, gets enough for a first down. Some hard running right there from Jamarian Allen. 2,400 yards rushing yards on the season. Also saw where he squatted 550 pounds.
Yeah, he's a strong kid there. You know, Union puts the emphasis on that powerlifting team. Coach Spat and those guys up there, and it pays off. They have Trey Holly and Jamarian Allen, both very strong legs.
Just under 9 minutes to play in this ball game. Feaster hands the ball off to Allen again. There he goes, running hard. Got enough for a first down.
He got slung down hard there by Elijah Crawford, but now after another 6-8 yard gain.
No, that was actually 10-yard gain. That was a first down play. Yeah. And Crawford, maybe a touchdown saving tackle as he was sprinting through there.
He got hit about the 8-yard line, but the 8-yard mark, and he ended up gaining about another 2 after the hit.
2 receivers to the right of the formation, still in the I formation. Feaster under center. Tosses it to Island once again. He's going to gain at least 10 again.
Looks like about 12 or 13, Phillip.
They're going to give him 13, it looks like.
He's reeled those pitches. He's really building up his momentum. So by the time he gets the ball, he's already got some speed going, and he's able to
in that hole full
find
speed,
the hole at full speed almost and get another. Even if he gets hit, he's getting another 2 or 3 yards after contact. And that line's starting to open up some holes there up front. Looks like Matthew Hickson there is starting to do, and Taylor Quinn on that right side are starting to open up some holes.
Also see Colin Bradley, pulling around there. Island gets a toss again. He gets hit. He's bouncing off. Doesn't quite get away, but he still gains about 2 yards.
He ran right into the backside of his tackle, Will Wachter, and it kind of stopped him, but he kept going and was able to get a couple yards out of the play.
7 minutes to play here in this ball game. East-West All-Star game. The East have won the last 4 games. The West leads right now 14-7. Ty Feaster under center. He hands the ball off to Island. And Island's going to be dropped down to the 20. Another big defensive play by Braden Woods, who's done a nice job today from Natchitoches Central.
Yeah, he's had a big game, Braden Woods does. Probably one of the top tacklers for the West today. And a big, 3rd and 7?
3rd and 7, you got to think that it's 4-down territory. What do you think right now?
It's definitely 4-down territory, yeah. Like I said, the East is using their quarterback, and he's done a good job kicking extra points, but I don't think they want to try a field goal from this part with him.
Feaster under center, fakes the handoff to Island, throws off hits Jones. Jones spins and gets the ball down inside the 10-yard line. Going to be 1st and goal for the East.
That was a fantastic play. Jones made a good catch, spun the ball, fought for some yards, and got the 1st down. Good play call there by our offensive coordinator, Bobby Breen.
See Bradley Hanlon and David Moore checking in at receiver.
Hamby and Malone coming out.
Still got the 2 running backs in. Island is the tailback. Cedric Jones, the fullback.
6:12 left in this ball game.
Feaster under center. Been in this I formation on this drive. Tosses it to Island. Trying to follow his blocker. He gets maybe 1.
Yeah, that was a good tackle there up front. I think that was number 99, B.J. Patterson again. Big tackle for him. Kind of stopped Island down in his tracks.
Also see Trey Houston in there. Trey from Calvary. 43 tackles on the season. This has been a heavy dose of Island on this drive. Island and the East have the ball about the 7-yard line. 2nd and goal. Feaster under center. Hands the ball off to Island. He's going to get across the 5. And that's not going to be much further in the 5.
And the West is not allowing any kind of long play. I mean, the East is having to grind it out here. 4, 6, 8, 10 yards at a time. Nothing more than about 12 yards on the ground the whole day for the East.
3rd and goal at the 5. See if they fake it to Island and throw it to somebody. Did that a minute ago with Cedric Jones. I formation this time have a receiver to each side. They've been bunching the receivers up. Go to one on each side now. Feaster with a hard count, trying to get the West to jump. Looked like their interior line almost did. Got a timeout here on the field. We're going to take a 30-second break. You're watching the 2023 Louisiana Army National Guard and Downs Law Firm North Louisiana High Bowl.
Here in Sterlington, our town motto is Faith, Family, Friends. At First Baptist Church, we believe those 3 things are what's most important for all of us, from the youngest to the oldest. We want to help you and your family thrive in each area. Whether you're new to town or just looking to get better connected, we'd love for you to come join us on a Sunday morning at 10 a.m. For a full schedule or more information, check out fbcsterlington.com. FBC Sterlington, we're here for you.
Welcome back to Ruston High School. This North Louisiana East-West All-Star game sponsored by Louisiana Army National Guard and Downs Law Firm. 3rd and 5. You mentioned, see what we have right here. It's been pretty much been Zarek Jones and Jamarian Island on this drive so far.
Yeah, they've had, even the pass plays, they've gone to them a couple times. So this is obviously a huge series. The East has got to find a way to get it in. They got 2 plays from the 5 with the Huntington band really ramping it up.
And now the West is going to call a timeout. We'll take another 30-second break. The West leading this football game 14-7. We'll return in 30 seconds. You're watching the North Louisiana I-20 Bowl, sponsored by Army National Guard and Downs Law Firm.
Paid endorsement, dramatization.
18-wheeler accidents often cause permanent and life-altering injuries. These serious injuries can feel impossible to deal with on your own. If you've been in an accident with an 18-wheeler, you need a team of experienced trial lawyers working for you and your rights. With a family of attorneys on staff with many years of combined litigation experience, the Downs Law Firm is the right team for you. The Downs Law Firm, our family, protecting yours.
Welcome back to Ruston High School. We got 4 minutes to play in this All-Star game between the West All-Stars and the East All-Stars. Jamarian Island on this drive has carried the ball 8 times for 47 yards. Let's see what happens right here. Feaster under center. He's back to pass. Throws the near side to Tate Hamby. Goes up and he doesn't quite come down with it. Good defensive play by guess who? Xavier McLaughlin.
Xavier McLaughlin, wow.
I mean, he's been everywhere. Goes up and knocks the ball away from Tate Hamby. Xavier McLaughlin has been in mainly on the offensive side. They just put him in defensively. He's got 8 interceptions on the season.
Yeah, 5-7. He came out. Even if Hamby would have caught that ball, I think he would have been out of bounds. But he wasn't able to pull it down anyway. Xavier McLaughlin, like you said, on great coverage. This is 4th down. Huge.
4th and 5. This is pretty much, not going to say exactly the ball game, but it's a big play right here.
No doubt about it.
Both teams. Feaster under center in the I formation. He fakes the handoff to Island, rolls his right, trying to get to Jones, and it's over. Kind of overthrew him a little bit. Jones tried to go up and catch it. I think if he'd caught it, I think he'd have been out of bounds anyway. But
there wasn't much room to work with there, and the pass was a little bit high, and Jones wasn't quite able to corral it. So tough break for the East there.
Now the East called 1 timeout. So they have 2 timeouts left. 4:24 to play in this ball game. They definitely have time to get the ball back, but they're going to have to hold the West.
They're going to have to find out a way to stop the West here, or else the rest will run out the clock. 4 minutes left, but they've had some good drives, eat up some clock.
Hudson Heron has gone the distance at the quarterback position. Only quarterback on the roster for the West. They come out in the spread formation. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hands the ball off to Manning, and he's going to get the ball across the 5 down to about the 7-yard line. Bring up 2nd down.
Looks like Robert Nadd on the tackle there.
The East is choosing right now not to call timeout. Going to bring up 2nd and 8. Clock rolls under 4 minutes. 25 seconds on the play clock. You got to think that the coach is going to let that play clock run down. Just now under 20 seconds.
You got enough time right now. You just got to stop them on defense. You can't allow them to keep running the ball and getting first down. So these next 2 plays here are going to be big.
2nd and 8. Greg Manning from Benton, the running back. Heron back to pass. Throws it down the field. Overthrows his intended receiver, McLaughlin. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit surprised, number 1, that Trevion Jackson's not in the game.
That was a nice defensive play by Jacorian Crow, rather. Wasn't quite able to pull it down, but was able to deflect it looked like, and incomplete pass, which also stops the clock, Phillips. So that's up a huge, about 3rd and 8?
Third and 8, yeah.
For the West. If they can't convert here, then the East is going to get the ball back in pretty good field position with around 3 minutes to go.
Trevion Jackson for the West has got 73 yards rushing on the day. Manning's the running back right now. Gets the handoff, and he's going to be tackled. Actually loses a yard or two. Big defensive play.
That was Jacoby Wilson.
And Jackson King both
on the
play.
Yes.
Jackson King from Starlington and Jacoby Wilson from Ouachita. Going to be a loss of 2. Going to be a 4th down. So I'm sure let the play clock run down. Coach Robinson's choosing not to call a timeout. Clock runs inside of 3 minutes now.
Of course, you also, on the other side, Phillip, you got to be concerned about they're going to get the ball, like I said, somewhere around the 40-yard line, scoring too fast and letting the West get the ball back. But
I think you just got to score at this point.
At this point, you got to score. You're absolutely right. But I think that's maybe going to his decision not to call timeout right now.
Well, the thing about it is you get the ball, you know that, so you do have 2 timeouts if you need them. So Hamby goes on to try to return, see what he can get. Another thing about the rules. Did somebody finally call timeout? I guess the West must have called timeout. The West called time. We'll keep it right here right now. But another thing about the rules, it helps the punter, but also, as we've seen, they're getting good punt returns because the guys aren't able to run down the field until the ball is punted.
That's right. Tate Hamby's had some great punts, but they've gone straight to the receiver every time. So we'll see what happens. Of course, Tate Hamby's on the opposite side. He'll be receiving this punt. So we'll see what Murray can do here. If Tate could get this and knock off about 15, 20 yards, really set up the East in good position. We got 2:43 left here in the 4th, so this is more than likely the East's last time to have a chance to score here and even it up.
And Hamby stands at the 45. Good punt. He catches it at the 44. Looking for some running room. Across the 30. And going to be tackled right there. That is Sincere Walker from Airline.
About a 15-yard punt return. Good job there by Hamby. He's not able to break one today, but he's getting 10, 15, 20 yards every time he touches the ball in return. So sets the East up. You can't ask for after that stoppage last time. You got the ball back on your own 30 with 2.5 minutes left. Surely you can punch it in. You said 2 timeouts remaining. Should be a good opportunity here for the East to hopefully tie this ball game up or possibly go for the win with shades of Union again and Jamarian Allen in your backfield. We'll see what happens here. Feaster looks like he's back at quarterback.
He is, and they've come out this time with 4 receivers. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Allen is in there just to the right of Feaster. Feaster back to pass. He's looking across. He's going to run. He gets across the 25 and steps out of bounds at the 23-yard line. He did a good job of noticing that pretty quickly that the defensive backs were turned and running, so he scampered up, gained 7. Good play by Feaster. Hamby's in at receiver now. On the right side of the formation. The left side of the formation is Hanlon and Malone and Roberts.
2nd and 2. This could be a good passing down right here. 2nd and 2.
Back is Feaster. Those are the near side to Hamby. Trying to get a screen. Ball pops up. And the West has come down with a fumble. That's Speech, I believe, who came down with it.
Well, he looks like he fumbled on the way down.
Let's see whose football it is. They're going to say it is, I believe, the West.
We haven't gotten assigned yet.
I don't know what. I saw Coach Robinson going and call timeout.
It looks like Speech fumbled the ball after he popped up in the air. He grabbed it and then he fumbled it.
The East may have the football. We're not sure who has it. Looks like the East may have kept it. That's why Coach Robinson called the timeout.
Yeah, I think Speech, when the ball popped up in the air, he grabbed it, but I think it slipped out of his hands on the way down. And it was just a mad scramble. And fortunately, somebody on the East came away with it. just a pile of bodies up here, Phillip, but somebody on the East squad was able to
both coaches
maintain possession.
Trying to talk to the referees to find out exactly what happened. It looks like the East did maintain the football. Now, you don't see this in regular season. Both head coaches almost inside the hash marks talking to the officials. Now the officials are all getting together, trying to
such a crucial call here.
Unpack what happened. And you're exactly right. I think they're calling that speech on the way down, or as he was trying to run or something at some point, fumbled the football. I didn't see who came up with it for the East, but the East dodges a major bullet right there.
A massive bullet there. That could have been pretty much the ball game. 2:15 left, but the East maintains the ball, 3rd and about 7, it looks like.
Feaster back to pass. Looks this near side. The ball is almost intercepted again. That man out there, Xavier McLaughlin, playing the defense. He read that from his cornerback position and went in and knocked the ball away. He's had a heck of a game, offensive and defensive.
He sure has. Sure has. And Cedric Jones, the Woodlawn linebacker, 5'7", 245, and you can tell he almost came away with the ball on the deflection. So sets up a massive, like you said just a second ago, this might 4th and 7 now for the East. They got to find a way to convert a first down here, or this game may be over.
Especially since the East had to call a timeout. East only has one timeout left. 2:08 to play in this ball game. Play clock down to 7 seconds. Feaster gets the ball. Fakes the right. He has a man wide open, and he is called for a touchdown. That's Logan Malone. Great play call and a great pump fake by Ty Feaster. He faked a little out route, and Logan Malone took off down the field. He was wide open. That's going to bring the score to West 14, East 13.
That was a great play call there by Bobby Breen. Like you said, it faked the out route, and they found Logan Malone wide open. He caught it and ran it in for the score.
27-yard touchdown pass. The East is calling timeout.
We'll see if Andy Robinson decides to make the 2-point attempt here or kick it and tie the ball game up. I don't know what the overtime rules are for the All-Star game, Phillip. I don't know if they have a tie or if we run plays from the 10. I'm not really sure.
1 minute, 58 seconds to play here in Ruston. Louisiana Army National Guard and Downs Law, North Louisiana I-20 Bowl. Been a very competitive game. Both teams have made some big plays, both offensively and defensively.
Looks like Andy Robinson's out there asking about something out there.
I believe that the East is going to go for it. We're going to find out shortly.
It looks that way.
Andy looked like he's walking over to the water fountain to get him a drink of water before this last play.
Yeah.
Already looks like he's made the decision to go for it. In the West, he's got their guys out there. The White House trying to come over and get the East moving along.
The tailback for the East had some experience just a little over a week ago. This almost exact same, of course, it was 11 seconds opposed to 158, but same scenario, down by a point in the closing minutes of the ball game, going for 2 here.
All right, they only have 2 receivers. You have David Moore really close to the formation, and then spread out wide is Bradley Hanlon. In the West, I guess the East have enough.
Logan Malone runs out on the field.
Late. I guess they're one person short. They're going to move the ball now, put it on the left hash mark.
Feaster's going to be in the shotgun, it looks like.
Got 3 receivers in the formation. Moore's really close to the line of scrimmage. In the slot, we got Logan Malone, and the wide man, about the numbers, is Bradley Hannon. Feaster. And we've got I believe a timeout. Well, let's see what we got. They blew the play dead.
Officials run over to the East coaching staff here for a little.
Yeah, I didn't think the East had any more timeouts left. I'm not sure what the stoppage was for. Both Two of the officials run over. Now they're coming back. Not really sure what that was about. That gives the West, though, coaches time to talk to their players for a minute. Minute 58 in this ball game. The East are going to go for two to see if they can get this lead. The West leads right now 14-13. Feaster in the shotgun. Allen to his right. He rolls to the right. He looks back to the left. He has a man wide open.
David
It's
Moore.
caught for the two-point conversion. David Moore. He was set up just on the right side of the formation, and he went back to the left. The whole play was coming to the right. Great play call.
Feaster was in all kind of trouble, but stepped up to the left and found David Moore running all by himself and was able to convert. Huge call there, Philip.
The East goes ahead 15-14. We still have a minute 58 to play. Plenty of time, and also the West has a kicker. And we'll see what can happen this last minute 58. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. You're listening to the 2023 Louisiana Army National Guard Downs Law Firm North Louisiana IBO. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
No, yeah, no, look, I got people waiting on me. Yeah, hang on. I gotta go.
You know, cell phones can be a bit distracting, right?
Did you walk here again?
All right, just don't let it happen again.
What are you doing here?
All right, crew, we need to get our numbers up and sell some mattresses.
Sorry I'm late, everybody.
Dude, what are you doing here?
The kid called me. He said it was important.
Christmas will be here soon. We need to get it planned.
American Mattress Salad, where you can be shocked by a great night's sleep.
Welcome back to Ruston. The East has finally got their lead. The West has led or been tied the entire ball game. That was 5 plays, 30 yards. Now the West will see what they can do. McLaughlin and Manning are back deep for the West. Ty Feaster will kick off. And it's a good kick. Back to about the 6. McLaughlin picks it up there. Across the 20. Good defensive tackle on the play by Tyron Hanley from Neville. I believe he's shaken up. He's down on his knee. They're going to ask. He's going to be able to. He can make it off of his own power. 152 right here. One thing about the West, you mentioned in the pregame show, they want to throw it around a little bit. Now they'll get their chance. They got some very good receivers.
Yeah, Tut McLaughlin obviously has looked the most impressive, but Chase Centel has had a couple big catches as well for the West. Got to keep your eye on the Glenbrook receiver.
Absolutely. 23 touchdowns on the season. He had 6 in one game. That's not very easy to do.
Not very easy to do at all. So, D'Antonion, Arkansas has had a couple catches as well today. So, we'll see.
And the West, I believe, has one timeout. I'm not positive on that. The West is getting their instructions. Oh, we got a penalty flag on the play. Thank you, Matt. Dead ball, personal foul against the East. Boy, you don't like to see that right now.
Not at all.
I didn't see what happened, but been a very clean game. I didn't see what happened, but if you're the East, you got to finish. You got the lead, but minute 52 is a long time. That's going to bring the ball all the way out to the 42-yard line for the West.
And you mentioned this earlier, Philip, with the kick on Abram Murray, who's kicked a 45-yard field goal this season. You don't want to give them any extra yards, and you have to.
Hudson Heron back to pass. He tries to hit his man, but good defensive play.
That's Nate Johnson from Ruston on the hit. Knocked it well. I don't know if it would have been caught anyway, but have him hit
him about the time the ball got there.
Hitting about the time the ball got there. So Hudson Herring's played a very good game for the West. Got to give him credit.
Oh, big play right there, but defense.
Stuffed. There he is again, Robert Naft, number 54. Actually, that's number 94,
94, Cam
That's
Johnson.
Cam Johnson, yeah.
He blew that up as soon as he got the ball to the running back, and the West is going to call their final timeout. We're going to take the last 30-second break. You're watching the 2023 Louisiana Army National Guard Downs Law North Louisiana East-West All-Star Game. We're back in 30 seconds.
No, yeah, I know. Look, I got people waiting on me. Yeah, hang on. I got to go.
You know, cell phones can be a bit distracting, right?
Did you walk here again?
All right, just don't let it happen again.
What are you doing here?
All right, crew, we need to get our numbers up and sell some mattresses.
Sorry I'm late, everybody.
Dude, what are you doing here?
The kid called me. He said it was important.
Christmas will be here soon. We need to get it planned.
American Mattress Salad, where you can be shocked by a great night's sleep.
Welcome back to Ruston High School. You're watching, the Louisiana Army National Guard Downs Law North Louisiana East-West All-Star Game. Minute 42 to play in this ball game. Herron back to pass. And he is going to be sacked. The ball comes up, and the East have recovered. The East, big defensive play by Logan Malone. And then the ball pops up.
It's like Jacoby Wilson.
Jacoby Wilson comes down with the fumble. What a big day, a big week for Logan Malone. Last week wins the state championship for Ruston. Today catches a big touchdown to come within one. And then the big hit that causes the fumble. And the East leads this ball game with a minute 34. I believe both teams are out of timeout. So unless something crazy happens, the West should not get the ball again. We've had a very good football game. If you'd have told me the West was going to walk right down the field and score 7 and not only score 7 points the rest of the game, I wouldn't have believed it as well as they looked in that first series.
Not at all. Yeah, they've West, that first series, they came out and looked like game changers there. And since then, the West has really made some adjustments. The East has made some adjustments on defense. I got to credit Lawson Green and that staff on the West side, the East side rather, and kept the West under check. Only one touchdown since that first opening drive.
Feaster takes it and kneels down. Again, the West is out of timeout, so it's just a matter of the clock running out. And the East coaches are giving hugs to the players, and players are enjoying the moment. 1 minute to play. The play clock still has 17 seconds, so don't be just a matter of time. Again, a fun game, a good game. You know, you want to win, but at the end of the day, it's been a great week for these seniors for both teams.
It's been a great win. They put a lot of emphasis on winning this ball game, but you're right. It's really a great bonding experience. You get to play with players that you've played against your whole career or players you've heard about in your area, and it's really a good opportunity for the coaches and teammates to bond together and have one great experience. A lot of these players, this is the last 32 seconds they'll play in their career. So great experience and great job by the West. It looks like they're going to fall 1 point short, but they played a great game today.
And a big crowd. We talked about that several times. Good crowd from the East and the West. And again, I want to thank the Huntington Band for making the trip over. And the final seconds are ticking off the clock. So the East will win the football game 15-14. We're going to take a 3-minute break. When we return, we'll have our postgame show. You're watching the 2023 Louisiana National Guard Downs Law Firm North Louisiana East-West All-Star Game.
At Century Next Bank, employees like Carlisle Roberson are busy working for you, not just at the bank, but also in the community, educating youth on the importance of farming.
Some of the things that kids are just not fortunate to be around, to see what goes on with a farm, it just really amazes me. And that's why I want to continue to inspire, educate, and teach young kids about the world of agriculture.
For more on Carlisle's story, visit bankwithlocals.com. CenturyNext Bank. What's next for you?
Dan and I started Cummins & Fitz in October of 2018. We were both practicing family law and identified a need in our community.
A divorce is often one of the most traumatic and stressful experiences of a person's life. As family law attorneys, we are dealing with divorce, custody, child support, spousal support, and community property petitions. We understand that these issues are complex and that our clients need personalized, focused attention. We hope that you'll trust us when choosing who to represent you, should you find yourself going through a divorce.
Paid endorsement, dramatization.
Hi, I'm Ross Downs. I've been representing injured clients in Monroe, Bastrop, and throughout Northeast Louisiana for over 29 years. If you've been injured in a car accident, you need an experienced local attorney working for the maximum compensation you deserve. Call us now at either our Monroe or Bastrop offices so we can start fighting for you. The Downs Law Firm, your hometown, home team lawyers.
Hey, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm looking for some kitchenware.
And linens.
Yeah.
It's gonna be this way.
Linens, thank you.
Hi, do you have any new and name brand items? Yes, they're gonna be this way. Great, thanks. Hello.
Good morning. Do you have any men's clothing or sports jackets?
Yes, we do. It's right over there.
Great.
Hello.
Hey, do you have any books or electronics?
Yes, they're that way.
All right, sick.
First West Thrift Store. We have something for everyone.
If you haven't been to the home improvement outlet lately, you're missing out. Come check out our new custom showroom with appliances from Thor, Cafe, GE, Frigidaire, and more. Plus, we have a large selection of iron doors in stock to add value, security, and beauty to your home. And we offer financing, like 12 months, same as cash.
Now cue that jingle.
The home improvement outlet, you're building for less.
Welcome back to Ruston High School. Just got through finished watching the 2023 Louisiana Army National Guard and Downs Law North Louisiana All-Star game. The East team wins for the fifth time in a row, right?
Fifth time in a row, 6-1 overall, 15-14, as our buddy Aaron Dietrich would say on KNOE.
It's squeaker. That's right. That's right. And the MVP of the game has been announced as Trevion Jackson, the MVP for District 1-5A from Airline, 5'8", 175. He was big today. He had 73 yards and 2 touchdowns for the West, and it was a heck of a ball game, that's for sure.
It sure was. A very defensive-oriented game. Obviously, neither team was able to really get a whole lot going on offense. Both ran the ball well. Of course, Trevion Jackson won the MVP for Airline. Both Zarek Jones and Jamarian Island had good games rushing for the East. Obviously, that big play at the end there. Of course, first it was Feaster finding Malone on the touchdown. Then on the 2-point conversion, his district rival, David Moore, caught the 2-point conversion. So 3 players from 3 different teams in that 2-5A district contributing on the go-ahead on the touchdown to get them within 1 and the 2-point conversion to win the game for the East.
Yeah, Xavier McLaughlin as well for the North Webster played a really good ball game. I want to thank all of our sponsors. Before we do that, let's look at some final stats. Individually, Island had 20 carries, 87 yards. And Zedrick Jones, 8 carries, 18 yards. He had a tough go at it. That defensive line for the West did a good job hemming him up. He did have 2 receptions for 19 yards. Also, Malone for the East had 3 catches for 60 yards and a big touchdown. And then Moore for the Rebels from West Monroe with a big 2-point conversion to win the ball game. Had 16 yards. Feaster was 9 of 14, an interception, 96 yards. Herring went the distance for the West, 9 of 18, interception, 108 yards. McLaughlin had 6 catches, 61 yards. Centel, 1 catch, 34 yards for the West. Rushing the MVP, 17 carries, 73 yards. That was Jackson out of Airline. And Manning from Benton, 8 carries, 33 yards. The West ended up with 238 yards total offense in the East had 217 yards. Read off our sponsors here, Clay.
Yeah, we don't mention all these guys. We appreciate everybody stepping up. This is our first time to ever broadcast this game on, of course, the Bearcats Nation Network, as well as on YouTube. We're going to try to get it on Facebook next year. We had some issues with that today, but we're looking forward to doing this again. A great atmosphere. I want to thank all our sponsors. Obviously, our two title sponsors, Downs Law Firm and Army National Guard, Louisiana Army National Guard. Also, First Baptist Church in Sterlington, First West Thrift Store, Coney Island Connection, Marion State Bank, Simmons Sporting Goods, Century Next Bank, Rocket Fast Car Wash, Cummings and Fitz, Home Improvement Outlet, Nukes, Surge, Southern Escape, American Mattress Outlet, and Traxler Chiropractor. We appreciate all you guys for investing in high school athletes and high school sports, and all these seniors really appreciate the extra attention that we gave them today with the broadcast.
Absolutely. Also, like you mentioned, Bearcat Nation did a great job of producing this football game. I want to thank Nick Brown and his crew, and the cool thing is pretty much all students that did everything, ran the cameras, produced the games, got us on and off the air, the commercials, everything. It's really fun to see that, and good job by Nick Brown here at Ruston High School. Chad Hamlin, Jordan Hamlin, Desmond Morton, Clayton Roan, Josh Dalton, Daniel Johnson, and Brett Brown were those young men from Ruston High School that helped us. So, again, thank you to each one of them for helping us today.
Yeah, they do such a great job, and this is a good way to incorporate students, that they learn something, and also you're able to produce this. Ruston does a great job. I know Neville High School, Stuart Shelby, and those guys do a great job over there. Your students are learning something, and of course, you can not only broadcast football games, but you can broadcast other sports and other school events as well. So it's just such a great thing, and Nick Brown and the crew here have done a tremendous job.
I want to thank Matt Barn for coming and helping us the stats here in the booth. Well, our final score, the West loses on a squeaker to the East 15-14. So the East continues their winning streak. For Clay Parker, I'm Philip Thigpen, wishing you a good Sunday evening. You've been watching the Louisiana National Guard and Downs Law Firm Northeast Louisiana East-West All-Star Game.
Community banking is not just what we do. It's ingrained in who we are. At Marion State Bank, we care about our community. Our goal is to provide a banking experience you can trust. We are local, and we live where you live. So when you need a home loan, business loan, or other lending services, call one of our local lenders. Please stop by one of our convenient locations in Marion, Farmerville, Sterlington, Drew, or MSB Mortgage in Monroe.
Treat the men on your Christmas list with a gift from Simmons Sporting Goods. Enjoy incredible performance in the Banded Fanatec Softshell Hoodie, now $129.99. Keep warm and comfortable with a Drake Windproof Softshell Jacket, only $119.99. You'll be super happy with the Taka L2 Quarter Zip Hooded Mid-Layer Pullover, just $129.99. We're open 8:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sunday. Get 12 months same as cash or shop SimmonsSportingGoods.com.
Man, he didn't have to yell at me like that.
Oh, it's all right, fellas. We just got to do better.
It's just a form. Why can't he fill it out?
He usually does. I think you just scared him.
It's okay. Bring it down a notch. Cut him some slack.
Yeah, cut yourself some slack, too. Enjoy the school year. Take your time. Learn as much as you can.
You're right. How do you deal with the stress?
Ice cream.
I could use a ride.
We got you.
American Mattress Outlet, where you can take your time to get a great night's sleep.
We are your neighbors.
We are your sons and daughters.
We're learning valuable life and job skills.
We are getting an education and earning degrees and certifications.
We are proud to serve.
We are Louisiana.
We are your Louisiana Army National Guard.
Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/LA.
What's going on? This is your boy Lil White, straight from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm about to drop some knowledge on y'all that is going to change your life forever. Follow me. Look, life's a wild ride, and sometimes it leaves you with some bumps and bruises, but back pain, neck pain, or if you've ever been in a car wreck, trust me, I know the struggle. But guess what? We have a remedy for that. It's not one of my new tracks. Dr. Traxler, the chiropractic wizard, is going to get you back on track that you need to be on.
Don't forget, if you've been in a car wreck, come down and see me, and I'll get you lined out.